It's time for high school football here on YamHillToday.com.
Sullivan's going to hand off to Raff, right up the middle, breaks one tackle, two tackles, then he go into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies! Dropping back at Sullivan, he double pumps, he goes to the far side, has a man wide open, and it's caught. And it's going to be touchdown, Grizzlies!
This season's broadcast is brought to you by Willamette Valley Medical Center, Andrew Physical Therapy, Bethany Abe Lynn at Edward Jones,
Big Box Returns,
Les Schwab Tires of McMinnville, Macy & Sons Funeral Directors, and Willamette Valley Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
They're going to throw it. Sullivan throws across the middle. It is caught, and walking into the end zone, touchdown Grizzlies, is Gabe Blanco.
Now let's head over to the press box. Here's Jeff Ivey and Brian Erickson.
Welcome to this broadcast of an OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Championship event. Serving more than 522,000 members, On Point Community Credit Union is the largest locally headquartered credit union and is the proud title sponsor of OSAA State Championships. Your local Toyota dealers are proud to support the OSAA. Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome to Mountainside High School. Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey for the 2023 OSAA On Point Community Credit Union 6A Football State Championship. And we are here for the first round, Jeff, of the Columbia Cup. Playoffs are playoffs, aren't they?
They are playoffs, Brian. Every year you fight all season long to get to the playoffs, whether it's the upper division or the lower division. And second year in a row now, McMinnville in the Columbia Cup, the lower division, let's call it. It's exciting times for them, and they come on the road here just about, 30 miles away, up to just outside of Beaverton here at the newer Mountainside High School. It's a beautiful facility they have here, and it's going to be fun to call a game here tonight.
Yes, it is. Glad to have you here. This is an audio-only game tonight, as you may have already figured out. But we'll bring you all the action here tonight. It should be a fun game. We've got some rain coming down, but it's going to be a perfect night for high school football, and lots going on around the state in the first round of the playoffs. And we'll talk about that throughout the night as well. Jeff, what are your expectations for tonight, though, for McMinnville? Well,
Brian, they kind of got off the schneid last week. They got a win after losing 5 in a row in the middle of their season, so that's good news for them. But they're going to come on the road against a pretty good football team here at Mountainside, so they're going to be challenged on all aspects of the game tonight, both offensively and defensively, as the Mavericks, led by Keenan Lowe, they finished second in their league behind, a team that's always good, Jesuit, let's be honest.
Yeah, there's something to be said about that. I mean, you've got good teams in your league. You're gonna get better.
Yeah, you are. And 6-3 is not a slouch with some of the teams that Mountainside did play this year.
No, it is not. Should be a fun night here tonight. Great view up here.
50-yard line, right between us, Brian.
Cannot complain, can we? This will be fun. So a lot of other games going around the state tonight, but definitely let's take a look at the top bracket. You've got West Salem on the road against number 1, Westland.
A couple years ago when West Salem was really rolling, that would be a really good matchup. But West Salem last couple years, not as good as they have been in the past. And, they graduated a lot of talent. I know they had several guys go to Division I football schools, and it could be a problem for them tonight on the road.
All righty. Don't go away. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with much more here on the pregame show here on AM 1260 KLYC and YamHillToday.com.
What is Big Box Returns?
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is refrigerators.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box is air filters.
Big Box is luggage.
Big Box is sporting goods and American Girl movie night.
Big Box is flooring.
Big Box is bedding.
So that means Big Box is lighting.
Big Box Returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany Abe Lynn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you.
using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies! Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
For tonight's actions, we come back here to Mountainside High School. Brian Ericks along with Jeff Ivey. And Jeff, we are also on AM 1260 KLYC tonight.
Yeah.
So glad to be there tonight. And hello, Dick. And thanks for getting us up and running on there as well. Want to talk about just what we expect here tonight, Jeff. The weather is going to play a little bit of part in tonight's action.
Yes, it is. It actually looks like the rain has stopped right now. Maybe just a little bit of a dusting out there coming down right now. Not snow. When I say dusting, I mean rain, but a little bit of rain coming down. But yes, definitely, McMinnville hasn't played many games in the rain tonight so far this year, Brian. So that could be a challenge with that ball control. McMinnville comes in with 10 turnovers caused, only having 19 turnovers caused, and only giving up the ball 9 times. So they are plus 10 on the turnover category this year. That's a big deal for McMinnville. Of course, last year, you remember Sullivan threw quite a few interceptions. This year, he's brought it down to 1. He threw that interception once last week in the football game, and has really done, in my mind, a yeoman's job of growing from his sophomore to his junior year, and now we're all the way through the junior year. So basically, he's a senior now. So I think he's going to have one of his better games tonight, both running and throwing the ball, and for McMinnville to come in here and have a chance to win this football game tonight.
Yeah, you look at the other side of the ball, you got a good team in Mountainside. They can do some damage, it looks like, up front.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, I think, a battle of how deep really the Grizzlies can hold with them.
Yes, because Mountainside's going to have quite a few, potentially more athletes. I did see quite a few players on crutches, which is no news to McMinnville as well, because they've certainly had more than their share of injuries this year. It was nice to see Ackerman back last week. Hopefully he gets more involved in the offense this week for McMinnville. But, you need to have weapons out there, and you need to have them on both sides of the football. And, of course, McMinnville plays a lot of guys both ways, and that can get you tired. But, you gotta come in and play. This is the playoffs. It's win or go home at this point. You don't have another game guaranteed next week unless you win. So I'm sure that's a big motivation factor as I see McMinnville coming off to the right side here, getting ready to come onto the field. And they look businesslike, let's just say, as they run onto the field. They're excited, but they're not what I would call overexcited. How's that? Is that a good way to describe it?
That's a great way to definitely excited. And and you say business trip, and that's what it is,
yes.
Jeff. Sure, it's a playoff game, but you want to make sure that you're here, have fun, but you're here to get something done.
Exactly. And you don't want it to be your last game, but you also have to think, some of these guys, this is on one of these teams is their last football game that they may ever play in their entire career, because let's be honest, not everybody goes to college and plays at the next level, whether that's Division III, NAIA, Pac-12, somewhere in the middle. There's not a lot of guys out here that end up doing that. So you want to come out and you want to just leave it all on the field. Don't leave anything back, so to speak, for the McMinnville Grizzlies.
That is correct. All right, we got one more break to take here in the pregame show here on the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union Football State Championship pregame show. And Jeff, we'll be right back, and we'll talk more right before we get to the kickoff here on YamhillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC.
What's stopping you from going to school and learning new things, or buying an old car to make it new again? Do you dream about building a business, exploring new places, or even buying your very first home? Whatever you're trying to do, On Point Community Credit Union can help you do it. With low-interest loans, credit cards, business banking, and more. On Point. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you. A trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Welcome back here to Mountainside High School, and you're listening to Grizzly football here on YamhillToday.com. Also on KLYC, McMinnville, Newburgh, and Salem, the home of the Grizzlies and the Linfield Wildcats. All righty.
It's nice to be back on the radio. It's good to be back with 1260.
It is.
KLYC.
It is. It should be fun, and glad to be back as we are here and having a great time. And, Jeff, we should have a great football game here tonight.
I'm looking forward to it for sure, Brian. It's, again, you mentioned it earlier. It's a beautiful venue, nice, clean field, nice, easy numbers to read on the uniforms of both teams, as McMinnville's in their white tops, red pants, and the red helmets, and Mountainside in very dark blue with silver helmets and white numbers that are, I can read them from here, and they're like 50 yards away. So looks like McMinnville may be getting the football here to start the game, as I believe Mountainside won the toss and is going to defer. So that's good. Get McMinnville out on the field, get your offense, get Kane going early.
Yeah,
get them early and often. So I'm excited to see how they come out here. You always look for a new little wrinkle every once in a while in a playoff game, something different that they haven't put on tape. Both teams are going to have that tonight. As the coaches spend the week looking at other games, and certainly going to want to throw something in, whether it's blocking schemes, defensive schemes, players in different positions. You throw something at them that looks like it was what you saw on tape, and you run something counter to it. All those different kind of things can definitely take effect in a playoff game, and you got nothing to lose, really, so let it all hang out.
That's exactly right. As we come here to get ready for kickoff in this audio-only game, and Jeff, I almost put the camera out there.
Yeah.
But we come out here. We got the dark blue uniforms here for the Mavericks. You've got a silver helmet. Great look. Great numbers.
I love their logo at the middle of the field, too.
It is really nice.
Yeah, that logo. And can you see it on the screen there with your awesome scoreboard? Yeah, you do have it up there on the Mavericks logo right there.
Yeah, kind of
you
faintly
can see
on
it.
there.
Yeah, but it's awesome.
It is, and they've got that on the side of their helmets, which are silver, and they have got the silver, almost like a white number with the lighting as we get ready here as they will kick off. And the Grizzlies will have their white tops on, their red pants, and their red helmets as we get ready to go here as they get ready to kick off. And, Jeff, I think you have a good point. Get the ball first here.
Exactly, and move down the field, Brian. Maybe even do a little bit of ball control on the offensive side. Run the ball, pass, run the ball, pass. And it's going to be important for Kane to get off to a good start tonight, get that mental side on the positive note, because you come out and throw 4, 5, 6 incompletions or struggle on offense, that can cause other challenges for you as the game progresses.
All righty, as we come and get ready here, and here is the kickoff, and it's going to be taken at about the 15-yard line. Going to go to the midfield on the left here. Center steps, slides a little bit, and hits, and I believe that may be Gibson. He's going to be hit at the 23, and that's where he's going to be taken down. All righty, Jeff. Here we go in field position now as they get ready here. It's not bad. You're right.
They move it down to they actually give you another yard, Brian, out to the 24-yard line. So as usual, we call it one place and it's moved 1 yard or the other. But now McMinnville's going to come out, and it's good to see the offensive line looks to be intact tonight. I was kind of looking out there to see if a stalwart for McMinnville was in the game. And I'm not quite sure that I see him. That, of course, being Isaiah Foanati. Don't see him on. He's been struggling with some injuries here. So they pitched the ball, and right away, that bad pitch as Grayson Seahaver didn't appear to be ready for it, and it's going to be in and out of his hands and then through and back to the 22-yard line. So a loss of 7 on the first play of scrimmage for McMinnville.
That's one thing they're going to have to watch out for, Jeff. You've got to watch out for the speed. You're going to be on the ball with this weather because the rain is still coming down, and I think Mountainside ready for that right now.
They are.
As they come on here and shotgun formation, Sullivan hands it off, and we got a whistle. It's going to blow the play dead here, and
almost sounded like a
talk
hockey
about
whistle.
that.
Almost sounded like a hockey whistle, not a normal referee whistle, but I think it's going to go against McMinnville. And McMinnville, after starting off that first game with 18 penalties, they've done a really good job keeping it down to about 4, 5, or 6 a game. And that's going to be a false start against McMinnville, so they're going to back them up to the 12-yard line. And kind of right on cue, as I talked about, you want to get going the other way, not backwards, but forwards. And they've struggled on those first 2 plays right now.
Here we go, shotgun formation. And here's going to be a handoff, and it's going to go up the middle, and nothing there. And once again, just good collapsing defense there by the Mavericks.
Well, Gibson going to be dropped back to the 10-yard line, so not going the right way. And McMinnville, whether it was stubbornly or not, ran that play so many times last week, trying to bust something up the middle, and it just didn't work out. And right away you see Mountainside pinching down over the center to kind of block up that middle run lane, and now you got 3rd and 23 for McMinnville.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to be 3rd and long here on a night like this. Yep. Here we go. Sullivan's going to drop back, and a little screen pass here, and it's going to be caught at about the 14, going to go up to about the 17, and really nothing there. Good defense there by the Mavericks. Was Coda Spencer who got the ball and tried to make something happen.
Yeah, he's going to get about 7 yards on the play. And remember, Coda came in last week. We hadn't seen him play very much on the season, and he came in last week and carried the ball a couple times and had a reception right there, only for 7. Actually, they move it out to the 17-yard line. So a gain of 7 here on 4th down. A punt unit comes in. McMinnville pointing out who they're going to block. That's good to know.
Oh, here we go. Here's the snap, and it's going to get off. It's a wobbly kick, and it's going to be taken at about the 48-yard line of the Grizzlies. Stutter step goes onto the left side. Now stutter steps again and goes to the far left side. Still on his feet is Sean Garajic. And got a pretty good return as he gets to about the 31-yard line.
I thought the ball was on the ground there for a split second as he was tackled, but McMinnville gives up pretty good field position now for Mountainside to start their first drive of the game.
Yeah, and that's one thing, Jeff. With 9:42 to go, you really don't want to give them a lot of a good field position because you're going to get behind the 8-ball pretty quick.
Yeah.
All righty, as we come back here. With 9:42 to go, Grizzlies did not score in the first possession. They had to punt it away, and now we've got Mountainside with their first possession on the Grizzly 32. Here we go. They're going to hand it off here. It's going to be to Manny Holt. He's going to try to get to the outside. Good collapsing defense there by the Grizzlies. He spun forward and did get up a few yards. Otherwise, would have been a huge loss.
Yeah.
A nice job there by the Grizzly defense.
Grizzlies did a really good job of stringing that one out down the left side of the line, and he was trying to spin backwards to reverse his field, and the backside pursuit really did a nice job sealing that off. So a loss of 2 on the play for the small running back in there for Mountainside. Actually, kind of on a fly sweep type of play.
All righty, quarterback for Mountainside is Cade Mitchell. He is a sophomore. Shotgun formation. He's got 3 receivers on the left side. He's looking to the left side. He throws to the left side. He's going to drop it off, and it's going to be a little reception there by Chase Catlow, and he's going to go forward, and he is going to pick up some yardage. I think he's going to pick up about 7. Let's see where the mark is. That's 7.5 yards there. Oh, maybe almost 9. There's
Yeah,
here, almost, let's call it 8. 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, back out to the 24-yard line. So good job there getting some out of trouble and bringing up a very manageable 3rd down here for Mountainside.
And I, definitely think that they would use all their downs here in this situation. As we're at 8:22 to go and counting. 2 receivers here on the near side. And it's going to be the handoff. First back goes forward, and he's going to get close to the 1st down. And I'm not sure, though, Jordan Hicks with the run. And let's see where the mark is going to be, Jeff. Good job by the interior line of the Grizzlies coming up with the stop. And I believe the first guy there was Jacob Fairbank.
Yeah, and I tell you what, there for a second there was looked like a big hole from my angle, and it closed quickly. And McMinnville now 4th down. Big play on the defense here. They're playing pretty well right now, Brian, given the field position that they were starting with on this first drive for Mountainside.
If they could come up with a stop, that would be huge for the Grizzlies. They are packing in the defense here, and they show blitz, and they're going to throw it here, and it's going to be a little screen pass to Madden Tanuvasa, and he is going to hop into the end zone, and I mean hop, he did. He got to the 1-yard line, stopped, and he just kind of hopped in, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Mavericks. And, Jeff, that was almost too easy there.
That was.
Good defense, unfortunately, on the 4th down play, and they did not have that play nailed down.
No, they didn't. And once he got by there was basically one cornerback here on this near side. The safety was on the far side of the field. The safeties had rotated over to that far side, and there was really nobody within 15 yards when he walked into the end zone.
All righty, it makes it 6-0, pending the extra point, and the extra point is good. So with 7:27 left to go in the first quarter, the Mavericks strike first. They lead 7-0. Don't go away. You're listening to Grizzly Football here on YamhillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC.
Dear fall colors, check out Toyota's crisp, bold lineup. There's the rugged Tacoma, the spacious Highlander, and 4Runners and off-road icon. Color me impressed. Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Toyota, let's go places.
What's stopping you from going to school and learning new things? Or buying an old car to make it new again? Do you dream about building a business, exploring new places, or even buying your very first home? Whatever you're trying to do, On Point Community Credit Union can help you do it. With low-interest loans, credit cards, business banking, and more. On Point. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
As we come back here to Mountainside High School, Brian Erickson and Jeff Ivey. Here is the kick, and it's going to be taken at about the 8-yard line. Going to go to the far side of the field, Jeff, and nothing there. May have got back to the call it the 14-yard line, and really nothing. And it's Coda Spencer who tried to run it back. He ran a long ways, but didn't get very far.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Brian, Mountainside did a great job getting down the field, about 5 players past the last line of defense blockers for McMinnville at about the 30-yard line. There were just a jailbreak on missed blocking assignments for McMinnville on that one, and pretty fortunate to get out to the 15-yard line to start this drive, to be quite honest.
All right, not good field position once again for the Grizzlies. Spencer hands it off to Gibson. He's going to go forward.
Good run.
And it is. As he gets to about the 20-yard line, stays in bounds, picks up about 3.5, 4 yards. As I said, he gets to the 20 with 7:07 to go here in the first quarter.
It's just a pretty simple handoff right off the left side. And churning and burning right there. They're going to actually give him out to the 20, which is a 5-yard gain. So well done there. Gives you more options when you're not playing from behind like they were the last series.
Yeah, definitely. 2nd down and 5 does open it up as 2 receivers on the far side. Give it to Gibson again. He breaks it off to the right side, still on his feet, and he breaks it still to the right side. And he's going to run a long ways, pick up about 3.5 yards as he gets to the 20, let's call it the 24-yard line. Going to be short of the first down by about a yard. And so, Jeff, it looks like they're going to try to go to Gibson.
Yep.
That was the one thing we talked about a little bit in the pregame show, I believe, or sometime.
Yeah, we did.
That, hey, it's going to be Gibson is going to be key tonight.
Well, he had over 150 yards last week and 3 touchdowns, Brian, so he's going to be your go-to guy tonight. Big lick put on at the end of the play by Madden Tanavasa, who scored that touchdown just about 2 minutes ago, game time-wise. So he's playing both sides of the ball. This is a big play here early on.
Here we go. 2 receivers here on the near side. two backs in the backfield, and Jeff, big enough that I think McMinnville is going to say, hey, we need to talk about it, and they will talk about it right now. With 6:01 left to go, our score is 7-0 in favor of Mountainside on top of McMinnville.
As the title sponsor of the OSAA State Championships, On Point does everything it can to help our team and community to get ahead. On Point delivers the local banking and lending its members need to reach their goals and make more possible. Visit On Point at onpointcu.com. On Point is federally insured by the NCUA Equal Housing Opportunity.
Well, the rain continues to fall here at Mountainside High School and getting a little bit more progressive, I guess, on it. But it is falling down. It is an issue already. And it's going to be which team can endure it the most.
Absolutely. And I think that was a great timeout by Tomlin there because his backfield, his two backs in the backfield, looked a little bit confused. They didn't quite have the lineup that they wanted to have. And I think Grayson Seahaver may have even been lined up on the wrong side of the quarterback there. So good timeout here early in the game to get things settled down for McMinnville.
Here we go. 3rd down and short. Sullivan's going to pitch it to the far side. Not a good pitch. Wrong decision because it looked like Sullivan had an opening, Jeff, if he would have kept it, but he pitched it to the far side thinking there was a bigger opening, and I couldn't see through the screen who had that.
That was Seahaver.
It was Seahaver. Unfortunately, Seahaver had two guys on him as he caught the ball, caught the pitch.
Going to be a loss of well, they put it right in the middle, so loss of 1.5 back to the 23-yard line, but Grayson's 2 carries minus 8 yards so far tonight. So got to get him going a little bit better there, and I probably would have given the ball to Nip Gibson, kind of the tried and true guy that you've relied on so much this year so far.
Here is the punt, and they just going to get blocked. It is blocked in the backfield, and it's still bouncing around. Hits the 10-yard line, now down inside the 5, and it's going to be Mountainside ball. They came in there and rushed the punter and got the block, and I believe the guy getting credit for that, Jeff, maybe Tykel Gerke.
Yeah, I couldn't see the number, but.
Yeah, I believe it was Gerke who came in there and knocked it in there, and unfortunately for McMinnville, they took way too much time on that snap, and there was a punt and rush on.
Yep, and good call by Mountainside's coaching staff as they take the ball over. They're going to put it just at the 6-yard line right there, Brian?
Yeah. All righty, it's going to give them a really, really short field here. And here is the handoff going on the left side. Double steps, goes forward, and just trying to push the pile is Jordan Hicks. And Hicks is going to get inside the 1-yard line. Gain of about 5. Get as close as you could, I think, without scoring.
Yes.
Let's see where they actually mark them. And it's going to bring up 2nd down. Good push there by the offensive line of Mountainside.
Yeah, and you can see some quicks there as Mountainside up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go already.
Hicks is going to get it again. He's going to step, go to the outside, has the ball in his left hand, and waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountainside. Not the way you wanted the game to start for the Grizzlies, Jeff.
No.
And, a block punt sets them up on the 6-yard line, and it was just way too easy for them to punch it in.
Way too easy, and you've got a big mountain now, Brian, to climb, and we're just over halfway through the first quarter, and McMinnville gotta reach deep down now, Brian, because you don't want to give up early, and the way things are going, it's going to be a tough one to come back from.
Here is the snap for the extra point. It is high. Hicks does get it down, and the kick is up and good to make it 14-0 with 4:39 left to go in the first quarter. Tough start here for McMinnville, but a lot of football left here in the OSAA On Point Credit Union, Community Credit Union Football State Championships. We'll be back right after this.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies!
As we come back here to Mountainside High School, Brian Erksong and Jeff Ivey here on YamHillToday.com and KOIC 1260. And we come up with the kickoff. And remember, if they run it back, it's dilly bars for the whole team. That's the good bright spot for us right now as they get across the 30 to the 35. And a decent return there by McMinnville for their best field position of the night as Bryce Wilson does return it. Unfortunately, didn't get a dilly bar for us from Big Box Returns and Scott Thorkelson. But it's okay. There's still plenty of time, right? I know. I'm just happy about the good field, better field position at 36.
Excellent field position now compared to what they've had.
I haven't
so
seen
far.
any of the game not through the screen, Jeff.
Yes.
Just telling you that.
Yeah,
it's all been on this side of the field, on the right side.
You are correct, and this is the farthest McMinnville has gotten down the field so far. So let's see what they can do here. I'm hopeful.
All righty, the rain continues to fall, and guess who? Sullivan's going to keep it for the first time. He has hit once, and then he is thrown hard to the ground at the 41-yard line. He did a good job of keeping the ball, but he did pay the price there as Will Hardwick, the sophomore, with the tackle. They've got a lot of good sophomores on this Mountainside team.
Yes, they did. I heard some folks up here in the press box talking earlier tonight and mentioning about how they hope that the sophomores that play up and that they also got good play from their seniors. So that's a good sign when your sophomore's making a tackle early in the game. That means he's playing.
Yes, he is. All righty, here we go. Handoff is going to be an inside handoff there to
Seahaver.
Was that Seahaver who got it? Okay, he's going around the right side. He breaks across the 50, the 40, down near the 30-yard line, and a nice run there by the Grizzlies, and that's what they needed, Jeff. Actually, that may have been Spencer on that. Yeah, it's Coda Spencer on that.
Oh, it is, number 23.
It is Coda Spencer on that. And so he ran underneath my computer and everything else. I'm surprised I even saw it.
Well, he's in your Clearview area now, right?
Finally. First play I've seen in the Clearview. And good job there by the McMinnville to get the big first down, though, as they have it with 3:46 to go.
Yeah, 24 yards on
Gibson moved. He thought it was on 1. It was on 2. And it's going to be, a couple upset coaches over on the far side. You can see that right now. I think Tomlin is the one who, may not have been Tomlin, but someone over there. I'm not happy as they're going to move the ball back against McMinnville. Going to be 1st and 15 now.
Well, you had a little momentum going there. You had a couple good plays in a row. You do, but it just makes it a little bit harder. You got to go an extra 5 yards now, and it's 1st and 15.
Here we go, and they're going to throw it. They're going to throw it inside a little screen, and it's going to say they have a catch. Gabe Blanco went down. And, actually, if he doesn't catch it, it's going to be
it would have been better off.
Yeah, and I think they are going to say he did catch it, didn't he? Yep.
Yeah.
So a loss of a yard. Yep. One of those tough ones, though, is they threw it behind him. Gabe went down. It was a great catch for a -1. One of the best negative yard catches you'll ever see or hear. And it's going to get 2nd down and 16 now with 3:15 and counting.
I think Sullivan had more time there than he thought and kind of rushed it. Just a little bit.
I think you are right, as they've got Blanco in motion going over to the far side. Sullivan drops back, looks to the left. He's got pressure now. He's going to tuck it under and run. Puts it on his left hand and goes right in front of the Mavericks bench, and he gets thrown out of bounds. Not before he gets inside the 35, maybe the 33-yard line. And nice job there by Sullivan. And that's going to open up now a chance, at least, Jeff. At least you're going to narrow it down a little bit here as they come up here with a 3rd down.
Well, and he had pressure right off the get-go.
Yeah.
Let's be honest with that. There were 2 guys right up the middle, actually one from the outside and one kind of up the middle, but he diagnosed it instantly and decided, you know what, I'm going to take off and run. He got about half the yardage back that they needed for the 1st down. Got a feeling this is 4-down territory for McMinnville, too.
Here we go. Spencer's going to throw, and he throws a wobbly up here in the far side and incomplete. He just got rid of it, and it looked like it may have even slipped out of his hands.
Yes.
It was an awkward, just kind of a wobbler flying duck in the air. It wasn't flying very straight, and actually Blanco almost got to it.
He did a great job trying to come back to it.
He's going to bring up 4th down and 8 now.
But I tell you, I think he thought he didn't have as much time as he did, so he rushed a little bit. And like you say, that ball was weird looking through the air.
And the rain is still coming down, but you're right. I think he's being rushed, and he's got no time, and he's trying to get rid of it as quickly as possible. This will bring up 4th down, as we said. Shotgun formation. Trips on the far side. Looking to the left. Now going to look to the center. Overthrows his receiver. Incomplete. And we have a flag come flying in.
Yep.
I believe Blanco was the intended receiver. Weird route there because he had 2 guys coming together on the far side for McMinnville. And they are going to call it.
Yeah, number 1. This is going to be pass interference. There was I saw him reach out and grab the second wide receiver, not the one that it was going to, but the underneath wide receiver. A clear just pull on the shirt jersey. One of those, if the referee doesn't see it, it's a great play, type of thing. And McMinnville is going to be the beneficiary of that play down to the 18-yard line and an automatic 1st down. So first penalty against Mountainside right there, Brian.
Yeah, and, really, you've got to take advantage of them when you can, and the Grizzlies are doing so. And to stay in this ball game, they need to score on this possession. I really do believe, with 2:48 to go, trailing 14-0.
Nice little drive they got going here. Trips way out to the far side. This is a new formation we haven't seen yet this year right here.
Gibson, the lone back in the backfield. Here we go. Sullivan's going to run it to the left side. He's going to try to follow Gibson, but Sullivan is going to get hit once down low and then once up top, and it's going to be a gain of about 3 yards, 2 yards. We'll call it to the 15-yard line. But you can see, Jeff, you said trips on the far side.
Yeah.
That cleared out a little bit of space. Sullivan went to the opposite side where he had a little bit of room to get maybe 3 yards.
If he could have got by that one tackler, it was a clear walk into the end zone, but a good job by the Mountainside defense there to keep contained.
2:10 to go. Sullivan shotgun formation. He's going to keep it. Go right up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle. Still on his feet. He stiff arms 1 guy. He goes, pushes. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Kane Sullivan with the score. And a nice run there for Kane, 15 yards, and the touchdown for McMinnville.
That was an awesome run, Brian. That's what Kane Sullivan needed to do tonight.
There you go.
Be that leader, come out and take charge, and he did that on that drive. Backed into the end zone, kept those legs a-pumping, and a really nice drive by McMinnville now is they going to go? No, they're not going for 2,
They're going to kick it. Kane's going to hold it, but Kane did pay the price there on that run.
He did.
He's
limping
a little bit. But he will hold it. He's trying to figure it out there. He's taking his time, and the officials giving him the time as well, too, trying to slowly spot the ball. Here we go, 2:01 to go in the first quarter. Grizzlies trying to convert on the extra point. Decent snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Grizzlies needed a touchdown. They got it. They only trail by 7 now, 14-7 with 2:01 left. Here on the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union Football State Championships. Don't go away. We'll be back with more great action right after this.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
And welcome back here to Mountainside High School as we get ready for the kickoff here. The Grizzlies, Jeff, did exactly what they needed to do on that possession.
They 100% did, Brian. Answer the call. Now the defense needs to step up, and let's just flip this field position because let's be honest, Mountainside has had excellent field position starting at the McMinnville 32 for one drive and the McMinnville 6 for the other drive. So let's see if we can keep it at least on that side of, say, the 30. Maybe the 40, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I love it. I'd like to see them actually, do something on this side of the field.
Exactly.
As the rain continues to fall, and well, Jeff, the defense is going to have to step up. I think you said it here, and that's going to be a key thing in this possession. Still, lots of time left in this ball game.
Yeah, we're not even close to the first half. We got a personal foul just been called or something.
Delay game. So. Yeah, I'm going to move it back. And so, fortunately, you've got, I say that, and I don't think you have Wilson kicking the ball.
No, that is not Wilson. So he's, is it?
It is now.
It was number 20.
It was, you're right. It was going to be. Number 20 on there is Mason Justice, of course.
Interesting.
As now we have Wilson getting ready to kick the ball once again for McMinnville. He was key at that position. He was out a few weeks from kicking, and that was a huge difference for McMinnville.
It was their special teams. You could definitely see a difference on the kickoffs especially.
Here we go. Wilson kick
Wow.
is going to be a pretty good one into the rain. It was going to bounce, and it's going to keep going. And I can't see over the tent, but it goes out of bounds, I believe. I see the flag coming in. And, Jeff, a little bit more oomph. It was close.
Yeah, he was trying to get to that coffin corner here on the near side and not able to do so. Stay connected to your favorite team with the OSAA Live mobile app. OSAA Live features the latest scores, schedules, and rankings for all teams and leagues across Oregon. Access OSAA state championship programs. Read the latest prep news and information. Search OSAA Live in the App Store or on Google Play to download today.
While we were at that break, Jeff, it looks like there was another penalty called.
Oh, did they?
Are
they going to make him kick it again?
Re-kicking, looks like.
So, we talked about penalties and how McMinnville had improved. This will be number 4. And we're just about 10 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
So that's just a little concern to start the game, Brian. Oh, wait a minute. They just moved it up forward. That's against Mountainside. Well, never mind. Okay. I got excited there for a second.
They hit on the wrong marker.
Yes, they did.
All righty. Oh, yes. Okay. Number 2 there is we get ready to kick off, and Wilson will try it again. It seems like a lot of commotion for nothing, right?
It does. But, you might get better. If you're relying on your return game here, maybe you do want the ball in the hands of your backfield here. So
I think they've shown that already as they are standing at the 20-yard line now. And it's going to be taken at about the 15. Here we go. As they are going to run on the left side. He's got one blocker. Hits it. It's another blocker across the 40. 45. Stutter step still on his feet and going. It's Tanavasa. And he's going. He's got a couple guys leading the way. And he's going to run it into the end zone. Jeff, you called that. All your fault there.
And you know what?
Yeah.
No dilly bar.
No, wrong side. Wrong side.
Oh, I wish I hadn't called that, Brian, but that's obviously why they wanted the ball to be re-kicked.
Yeah, totally.
They have a excellent return guy, and that's going to be, what's that? He took it about the 15-yard line, I think, at 20.
15.
So 85-yard touchdown return on one play.
The return was great. The run was great.
Yeah.
But the blocking on special teams was really, really good.
It was fantastic. And that's Madden's second touchdown of the game. And that is disheartening if you're McMinnville right there. You feel good about yourself coming out, scoring. You're only down a touchdown, and 8 seconds later, you're down 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. 8 seconds is all it took, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go to kick the extra point. And here's the snap. It's high, but they do get it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-7 is our score. 1:43 to go. Grizzlies, they'll receive. Coming up, don't go away here on YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
As we come back here and we get ready for the kickoff, and we talked about that great return there by Mountainside, Jeff. And you came up with a stat at halftime. You were digging through all those numbers and came up with a stat that will impress everybody.
You mean the 21 points on no first downs?
Yes.
By Mountainside? Yeah,
yes.
That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Here we go. Here's the kickoff. We're hoping for dilly bars here for McMinnville.
Back to back.
And unfortunately, they're not going to get it to go across the 25 to the 29-yard line.
Do you remember a playoff game, 7, 8 years ago, McMinnville went to West Albany and Colton Smith?
Yeah.
They needed to, there was like 20 seconds left.
Yep.
And the West Albany was going crazy. They thought they had won it. They kicked it off to Colton Smith, and he scored a winning touchdown with like 4 seconds to go. I was hoping that was going to happen on that play where there would be a touchdown return by us.
That would be really nice. We could use that right now.
Yeah, and there's a penalty against McMinnville of a hold.
It was a hold, yeah.
That's 5 penalties now for a total of 30 yards.
They're going to have more penalties than points if they don't watch out.
Yes.
1:37 to go, trailing 21-7. There was a bright spot, though, on the last possession for McMinnville. Really was.
They scored a touchdown. They had some nice plays, Brian, and it's just a gut punch.
Yeah.
You know, you score, you're feeling good. You kick off, it goes out of bounds. And apparently, maybe that's what McMinnville wanted to do too. They, don't get the ball in the receiver's hands, and because they know too that he's got speed, and well, he showed it and scored a touchdown.
All righty, here we go. Grizzlies get it. They're going to hand it off and going forward. And I believe that's Gibson who's running through, and it is. And I'm kind of guessing through the screen there, but Gibson does a good job of just powering forward for about 4.5, 5 yards to the 25-yard line.
Yep. That was, just right up the gut. And again, kind of McMinnville going back to their bread and butter, just up the middle, and then spring something to the outside. That slow, methodical kind of, slow the game down a little bit and make the game shorter.
Well, you get too far behind, though.
Yeah, you gotta
take some chances early. Here we go. They're going to hand it off, and it's going to be Spencer. Going to roll around the right side. He takes a big hit at about the 28-yard line, and a nice job defensively for the stop. Going to bring up third down, about 1.5 for McMinnville with 49 seconds and counting to go here in the first quarter. It is 21-7, Mountainside with the lead.
It's been really nice to see Coda come back these last couple games for McMinnville and have a bigger role in the game. He's done some carrying of the ball and done a pretty good job tonight. He's got 2 carries for 27 yards, so 13.5 yards a time is not bad.
Spencer's going to take it, Sullivan's going to take it, and he's going to run to the right side, and he is going to pick up, looks like a first down at the 30-yard line, picked up by about a half yard at the most.
Yeah.
And good job there.
I thought it was going to be way easier than that, the way that play started out, and good job there. They're going to put the ball right on the 30-yard line, so he didn't get it by much on that 2-yard run.
This could be the last play of the quarter, and it looks like it is, and that's how we'll end it with the Grizzlies trailing 21-7, but they have the ball. Don't go away. We've got second quarter action coming up here at AM 1260 KLYC and YamHillToday.com.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill Today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
What's stopping you from going to school and learning new things? Or buying an old car to make it new again? Do you dream about building a business, exploring new places, or even buying your very first home? Whatever you're trying to do, On Point Community Credit Union can help you do it. With low-interest loans, credit cards, business banking, and more. On Point. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
As we come back here, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivy, and we have got the second quarter starting here from Mountainside High School. 21-7 is our score. Mountainside in the lead. Grizzlies have the ball, though, and here they come. And a little screen, I guess, pass, and incomplete, whatever it was. And it did hit the turf. It will bring up second down for McMinnville.
So, Brian, you look at the stats in that first quarter, and if you were to just look at the stats purely without looking at the score, you would say McMinnville is at least leading, if not ahead, by pretty handily. They're dominating every stat, and yet they trail by 14.
You give them good field position, 6-yard line, and you have them return a kickoff. They haven't had a lot of time to actually be out there.
No, time of possession is about 9 minutes for McMinnville, 3 from Mountainside.
Wow. All right, here we go. Second down play, and it's going to be a keeper there by Sullivan, and he's going to try to put his head down and go forward. He gets to the 35, pickup of a few yards.
So that was one of those plays where, he wanted to pitch it out to the running back, and I hope that's not Sullivan on the ground right there, Brian.
It is, as they're going to come out and take a look at him.
Yep.
And while they do, we'll take this break as well.
Dear Style, Efficiency, and Performance. Glad we're on the same team this season and every season. Let's keep huddling up and going for it. Toyota, let's go places. The OSAA is going digital with Hometown Ticketing, the official ticketing partner of the OSAA. Access tickets for all first round through the state championship finals via the OSAA website or OSAA Live app. Order your tickets in advance and present your digital ticket at the game. They're convenient, paperless, and easy to use. Visit osaa.org/tickets. That's good news, Brian, right out there is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, you've got Sullivan who did get up, and he is rushing, kind of awkwardly walking to the sideline like he's in a little bit of pain, but hopefully he is going to be okay as they will come on out here and bringing in the backup in to the game now, and Drew Bison, and why not? Rain's coming down.
You have no choice at this point in the
don't.
season, do you?
You've got to get it going.
I will say, though, it's good he's got some experience. This is not his first time in a ball game. He's played several times in 3 or 4 games this past year, so throughout the season. So it's not like he can't step up and take charge here.
All righty, and Bison is going to be pressured immediately, and he gets it out quickly, and he gets it to Walt Rosenberg, the big tight end. And it's going to be a gain of about, is it going to be enough to be a first down? It's going to be the question mark. It's going to be very close to the 40-yard line. It was 3rd down and 5, and they are going to take time out to measure, it looks like, or at least the white hat's going to come over
first down
and say exactly that. It's
excellent.
11:19 to go, and it's going to be a first down. And Bison comes in there, Jeff, and does a good job of getting that, and going to give him a little confidence, too.
Yeah, and you don't usually see that with your backup quarterback come right in and you ask him to throw the ball right away.
No.
He was spot on target there, too, Walt Rosenberg, the big tight end, as you mentioned.
But you had to do it
yes,
because you knew that the Mountainside was expecting you to run the ball.
And it looks like Kane might be back out there.
Yes, he is, and they're going to hand it off to Sullivan. Gibson, and Gibson goes nowhere. And it's going to bring up 2nd down. Good to see Sullivan back out there. And hopefully he's going to be all right as he continues on.
Thankful that he's back out there. Very, very thankful.
Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. And the rain is continuing to fall. And we'll expect more of that probably all night long.
I think so.
Yes, here we go. 2nd down, as it said, in 9, 10:28 and counting. And Sullivan's going to throw it. He's looking back. He's got pressure. He's got to get rid of it. He just throws it up in the air, middle of the field, and is caught by Blanco at the 38-yard line. How Blanco got that, I'll never know. But Sullivan, how he threw it in the right direction, I'll never know. But he hit Blanco on the run. 2 guys coming right at him. 1st down and more for McMinnville.
23 yards on that play, and that was just sheer determination, Brian. That's all that was. Gabe wanted to go up and get that more than the defender did, and he did a great job of getting the drive continuing to go.
I think the defender was a little bit shocked the ball was even thrown that way, and then they throw it up here, and incomplete. And Sullivan tried to go for Blanco again, just threw it a little bit too far. Blanco dives for it, and unfortunately could not come up with it.
So far, Kane now 3 of 6 for 29 yards. And he's been for the season, he's been about 63 to 65% of his completed passes so far this year. So, that is an improvement from last year. And good things in store, I'm sure, as officials got a timeout here. A player for Mountainside having to come off here, some sort of equipment issue or something. So the officials pause the game. We're just under 10 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. And I like the tenacity of McMinnville these last 2 drives.
Oh, yeah.
That they've come out. They've really shown some good things right here, Brian.
Here we go. 2nd down 10. Sullivan hands it up at the middle, and nothing there. It was Gibson who tried to shoot through, and he was taken down almost immediately. And that's the one thing that I think Mountainside is saying, hey, you know what, throw the ball. We're not
Yeah.
going to give you the inside.
Yeah, and they have really clamped down on Nick Gibson, running that ball in the middle. He's got 6 carries for 14 yards tonight, so he's averaging just about just under 2.5 yards per carry. You'd like to see that up to, that 4 to 5 yard range per carry.
You would, but I think, Mountainside is going to try to stop that run.
Absolutely.
And they have mentioned that. With trips here on the near side, 3rd down, Sullivan is going to throw it. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to run himself. Going to run off the left side. He goes, and he does not get very far. They did a good job of just collapsing there on Sullivan after a short gain. Gets to the 35. Going to bring up 3rd and about 7. Yes. Yes.
There was a receiver open that he just missed. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I think he's worried too. He's trying to rush a little too much.
Yes, and these guys are getting in the backfield. There's good credit to Mountainside's front 4 defensive line. They are busting through, and I've seen some big hits on even like Nick Gibson trying to pick up a blitz in the backfield. So Wilson goes in motion there. It's good to see him in at wide receiver tonight as McMinnville doesn't like what they see again, and they're going to call their second timeout of the night.
Yes, they are. With 8:31 left to go, it is 21-7. Don't go away. Big 4th down play coming up right after this.
What is Big Box Returns?
Big Box is rugs.
Big Box is refrigerators.
Big Box is pillows.
Big Box is air filters.
Big Box is luggage.
Big Box is sporting goods and American Girl movie night.
Big Box is flooring.
Big Box is bedding.
So that means Big Box is lighting.
Big Box Returns. Open Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5.
As we come back here to Mountainside High School, Jeff, big 4th down play for McMinnville. Is this going to be 4th and about 7?
Yeah.
And now they have got to try to make something happen. Look for Gibson to maybe do something from the backfield, be my guess.
This is a new formation here that we haven't seen very much either. As actually Wilson's now going to shift over to the other side, kind of. Come
back here. You're right. And here we go. And they are going to get a flag once again. And let's see. They're going to talk about it. Probably going to go against McMinnville, would be my initial indication.
Interesting.
As they sort it out. And this would be huge, Jeff, either way.
Offsides.
Wow.
Second penalty of the night on Mountainside, and that could not have come at a better time for McMinnville. So 3rd and 7 goes to 4th and 2, excuse me.
4th and 2 as they come out here. Does that change anything they're going to do? Doesn't look like it.
No, similar formation. Now you'll be able to tell if Wilson goes in motion, right?
That is right. Well, he's not going to. It doesn't look like it. Sullivan shotgun formation. You got Gibson in the backfield. 4th and 2. I would be surprised if Sullivan keeps it himself. He is. He's going to fake the pitch, and he goes forward. And it's going to be very close, Jeff. I think he does have it, but I could be wrong. Well, now that I look back, I don't know if he does.
I think he's a yard short.
Yeah, he doesn't have it.
And Wilsonville, I'm sorry, the uniforms look like Wilsonville's uniforms. Mountainside offense starts chugging over to their coaching staff like, we've got this, and it is going to be turned over on downs.
It looks like Kane did have a bigger hole than he did, apparently, because he did. We all thought he was going to have that first down. He doesn't get it. He's going to be a good yard or half yard short, and now they're going to turn the ball over on downs to this Mountainside team. And, Jeff, that was a huge possession there with 8:12 to go because you're only trailing by 14.
Yeah, and that took off about 5.5 minutes off the clock, that drive. A very promising drive from McMinnville, but Mountainside's defense comes through in the end to get the over on downs.
All right. It looks like they may have a new quarterback in there. Is that true? Is that Alex Ingalls, quarterback?
Yes.
And you're going to get it there to Van Huldel, and he's going to go and breaks the tackle across the 40 and the 50, and now into Grizzly territory, still on his feet. And Van Huldel with a huge run for Mountainside.
35 yards on that carry, and just like that, they're into McMinnville territory. Only the first down of the night for Mountainside. Can I give that as a positive for the McMinnville defense?
That is a positive. However, that was a huge run.
Yeah.
And, you kind of seen some of the depth maybe.
How do you say Sam's last name? That's a tough one.
Vijaldo.
Yeah, I think that's right.
It's close. Here we go. It's going to be a handoff to Vijaldo once again.
Ooh,
and
nice
this time
play.
he's not going to get anywhere. And who got the big mitts in there? You know who it is. It's Mr. Fairbank.
Yeah, wow. He just reached out with his arm and said, not this time, buddy. And grabbed him and bear hugged him and threw him backwards.
No, Jacob went in there. And Jacob showed that he's been in the weight room. Because he just pulled him back and did a good job defensively. And it's going to bring up second down and
actually give him a yard on that.
They are going to give him one. Okay.
That's okay. But anyways, that was a great play by Jacob there. I love that play.
Ingles, shotgun formation. He's going to throw it to the right, and he does, and it's going to be tipped up in the air, but then caught by Catlow, and Catlow scratches his way inside the 30, down to the 29 maybe.
That play, had he got the ball down just a little bit, because Catlow had to kind of bobble the ball to himself, and we got officials meeting again at the 30-yard line. What do we got here?
I don't see a flag down
I
there,
don't
but I
either.
may have missed one.
Just like, want a dilly bar?
Pepperoni, or who knows? Hey, we have 6:42 left to go in this second quarter. Mountainside does lead 21-7. Glad to have you along here on this Friday night. A little rainy out there. And glad to have you here on YamHillToday.com and AM 1260 KLYC as we have the officials who now have dropped the flag. I think that's the first flag we've seen. He actually just picked up and dropped it.
Oh, ineligible man downfield. So I wonder if, that ball was not passed behind the line of scrimmage, so I wonder if they were having a discussion about where the pass, was. And so that's going to wipe out that pass play. So we'll take that off the board, and we'll take that away from Catlow.
All righty. Going to bring up second down now and 14. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Yep, loss of down on that play. So that's kind of the big play on that one. Third penalty for 25 yards now for Mountainside.
The Mavericks are going from our right to our left on the radio dial as they come up here with 6:24 and counting. Two receivers here on the near side. Ingles shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to throw it on the right side. Has a receiver, goes up high.
What a catch.
What a catch is right. Sam Vijaldo and goes up for it and kind of took it over a defender and comes up with a big first down and more to the 20 or the 15-yard line. What a catch.
That was a crazy catch, and I don't know how he held on to that football, Brian. He's a sophomore too. So, actually, he's a sophomore, and he's a big sophomore. So 25 yards on that pass play.
5:54 and counting. As Mountainside has a bad snap, Ingles is going to go down to the turf to pick it up, and he is going to be sacked because of that. And coming in there and making the sack is, was that McGurven who came in there? No, it's Keller. And Keeler goes in there, and all because of the bad snap there for Mountainside. And that's one of the few times they made a mistake here tonight.
Well, we talked about that last week, how it was affecting McMinnville, those high snaps. And right there you can see how it really can affect your timing on a play.
There's certain guys in the NFL that can make a lot of money. One of them is the snapper.
Yes, long snapper or a center. Yeah, they can really make some money.
If you're good at what you do, teams will want you. As we have another flag, delay of game going against Mountainside. And Jeff, they go from not having a penalty at all, really, to getting quite a few here lately.
Yeah, they're up to 4 now, and second and 15 becomes second and 20 real quick. McMinnville will take it.
Yeah, definitely. They have to get down inside the 6-yard line for a first down. 5:03 to go here in the second quarter. Mountain View with the lead. Mountainside, excuse me, I should get my name right there as they dump it off here in the near side. And it's going to be a caught there by Catlow. and Catlow gets inside the 10-yard line. Mountainside with a great play there. Jeff just going to drop it off there. Had blockers, also wide receivers, and just kind of led the way.
Kind of one of those inside screen type of things. Brian, get the ball out to the wide receiver who, by the way, wears number 32. When's the last time you saw just a regular wide receiver wear number 32? But we missed something in the middle of the field. We missed another flag.
And Mountainside is backing up like it may be on them. And this game quickly has, slowed down with Mountainside getting 3 penalties in the last
in a row.
plays, as they are going to mark it off as they go past the 35, and they're still walking it to the 38-yard line.
Okay.
All righty.
That was a 15-yarder. I didn't see what the signal was, but my hunch might be a chop block or a illegal block below the waist or something. But that one hurts. So now you were at second and 34, Brian.
All righty. That's what they want, right?
That's what McMinnville wants.
That's exactly it. Okay, here we go. Second down, 34. Ingles drops back to throw. He steps up into the pocket, has a receiver, and it is tapped away. Blanco, but Blanco got there too early on the receiver. He did get his hand in there to knock it down, but the referee, the official, was right there to see it. Good call there right in front of his face.
Yeah, Blanco went through the receiver and just – that's an unfortunate penalty. The pass might have been made, so, a 15-yarder could be save the day for McMinnville. To be honest with you, that might have been a touchdown, as 15 yards will go against McMinnville. Don't believe that's an automatic first down, though, in high school football. It's just the yardage. So
we've had 4 plays and 4 penalties.
Yeah.
All right.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, we haven't seen that very often.
No. But that's the nice thing about in high school football. It's not an automatic first down. So, again, the ball would have been, had he made that catch down about the 10-yard line,
right.
But because of the penalty, it's at the 23. Now, I'm not saying you want to do that every time, but might have been a smart play by Blanco.
All right, here we go. After all that, it is second down and 19. Ingles is going to throw it again. He double pumps, looks to the left, throws left, has a receiver. It is caught inside the 7-yard line. And it's going to be a first down, or to be very close to a first down, as Andrew Ramtel comes up with the reception.
Wow, and the tackle forward is what's going to give him the first down on the play, I think, Brian. 17 yards on that pass play. Nice play, though. Alex Ingles has come in and thrown some darts. Some of them, they're going to mark him just short of the first down. So 3rd and 1 here. But he's been very sharp, even though some of the passes have been called back due to penalties.
3:44 and counting. Here's the handoff and go on the left side into the end zone. Way too easy. Going to be a touchdown. Once again, Villaldal. And Jeff, everybody went to the right.
Yep.
He went to the left. He was the only guy there with the ball into the end zone. Makes it 27-7.
Yeah, that was a statement drive right there, Brian. If you're Mountainside, you took about 5 minutes off the clock. You went 71 yards and a lot of penalties that you were able to overcome. And you're starting to think that McMinnville's got a big job ahead of them there, as the kick is up and it is good.
Ryosaki's extra point is good. 3:38 left to go. Mountainside extends their lead 28-7 here in the second quarter. Don't go away. You're listening to AM 1260 KLYC and YamHillToday.com.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
As we come back here to Mountainside High School, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey. And Jeff, that's a tough one there.
That is. McMinnville, they had them in the 2nd and 34, Brian, and 2 plays later, they score.
Yes, they do.
3 plays, excuse me. 3 plays later, they score. That's a tough one to swallow. And let's see how they respond. 3:38 to go here in the half. It's not over, but you got to high kickoff there, and you got to get on that ball.
Yes, you do. You got to hope for Dilly Bars now as they take it back inside the 20, and Dilly Bars not going to happen, but it is going to be marked at the 24-yard line. Just I see McMinnville, Newburgh, and Salem, the home of the Grizzlies and Linfield Wildcats.
You know what else? OSAA Today is your spot for all high school state championship coverage. For news, stories, coaches, polls, and more, get it all by visiting OSAA Today. Go to osaa.org/today. Today.
All right. I'm impressed. All righty. Speaking of today, today's game is 3:33 left to go. It is Mountainside 28, McMinnville 7. Here we go. Hand it off to Coda, and nothing there. And Spencer tried to cut around the right side, but Mountainside just too quick to get to the edge. Catlow just pounced on him there, Jeff, and drew him. Should have been for a loss, and it is about a yard on that play.
I thought it was more than a yard, so generous spot there. We'll take it, officials. Thank you.
Second down and 11, 3:05 to go. If you're Mountainside, I think you're thinking, can we get another chance to put some more points on the board if we come up with another stop here?
Yeah, they have 3 timeouts left, and they get the ball to start the second half, so that 4-and-4 principle is in play here, unfortunately.
Don't want to see it, though, as they go, and they're going to throw a little timing pass play, and it is caught. A nice tackle there by Gerke. Pass caught there by Seahaver, who came out, and it's going to be a couple yards. They're giving them short out into the flat passes, Jeff, and that's about it.
Yep, just 5 yards on that pass play, and Kane is now 4 of 7 for 34 yards, but 3rd and 6.
2:20 and counting. Here we go. Sullivan, shotgun formation. He's going to hand off. No, he's going to keep. He's going to look to the center. Throws to the center, has a receiver, and is incomplete. Pass is intended for Wilson, who was double-teamed and tried to come to the middle of the field. Grizzlies did have a guy out there, Carson Thomas, who fell to the ground on the run, but it is going to bring up 4th down now, and as we talked, it will allow Mountainside to get the ball back at least one more time here with 2:11 to go here in the second quarter, leading 28-7.
You kind of wonder if the timing on that play was off just a little bit, because this is Wilson's only his second game back since that injury, and maybe Sullivan thought he was just a little bit quicker than he was or something, and was that timing off there, and McMinnville's going to give him back. Good punt there.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward. He finally got it off, though. He didn't think he was going to. As here is the return. It is taken and is spun around and then spun around again. And the tackle's finally going to be made at the 47-yard line of McMinnville. And I believe returning that ball was Garrick. And now, Jeff, defense needs to step up.
Yes.
With 1:58 to go, trailing 28-7. You don't want to have this game get away from you here in the second quarter at the end.
This is a critical play, possession here, Brian. It just is. You can't say it any more than that. As Mountainside here looking to really kind of ice this game away if they can put some points up on the board here.
All righty, is Ingles shotgun formation. They've got, you said, 3 timeouts, and they've got plenty of time. As Ingles fakes to the right, throws to the right, has a receiver. It is caught. An interesting play there as a flag comes flying in from the back.
I like that play, Brian, the way they bring a wide receiver up and one going behind him, trying kind of like a modified wheel route there with the wide receiver. That's a really nice play and a nice dart thrown by Ingles on the pass.
You notice he double pumped, and 2 of the guys, the defenders, broke on it, went through it, and then he threw it behind him.
Yeah,
and the receiver just kind of, like you said, just kind of crossed in the night.
Yep.
And comes up there as McMinnville is going to be called possibly.
It's going against Mountainside again. Let's see what he says.
All right.
Pass interference, offensive pass interference. That's a 15-yarder the other way. Wow. Again, a great throw by Alex Ingles nullified by a penalty.
With 1:52 left to go in the first half, we will have some scores for you at halftime and break down some of the other games around the state on the first night of playoffs in the 6A. And here we go. The Grizzlies, did they jump?
Yep.
And they did, as they are going to pull the flag out And I think Mountainside had to tell the official that that was the call, and they do pull out the flag and drop it, and it's going to be another penalty. And that's something, Jeff, we didn't think this game was going to have was a lot of penalties. Nope. We're having a lot of them.
7 for McMinnville, 6 for Mountainside.
13 on the night.
Yeah. This is the most.
Sorry.
This is the most McMinnville's had in many a game.
Here we go. In one stretch, so we had 4 by Mountainside in a row.
Yep. When's the last time you heard of that?
Not in 4 straight plays. Here we go. 1st and 20, and here comes Ingles. He's looking to the right, throwing to the right, has a receiver, catches it, and he goes out of bounds. Does he get the catch? He does, and he's got the first down marker. We got a couple of coaches saying, I don't know about that, who are right in front of it. They are going to give him the catch, and it's going to be very close to a first down. More importantly, there's a minute 30 still on the clock. It gets them down to the 37-yard line. They do give him a first down.
Well, and that was Madden Tanavana over on the far side went right to the sticks, Brian, for 20 yards and the first down, tiptoeing the sideline.
He knew the exact route to run, didn't he? He got right there, got the first down, and went out of bounds. Clock still runs with a minute 13 to go, and they're taking a lot of time here on this play. Coach Keenan Lowe sending in the plays. Here we go. Dropping back his Ingles. He's going to get pressured. He's going to go forward. He's going to try to run. He gets inside the 34-yard line. Picks up about 4 yards as they'll mark it there with under a minute to go. And we have a timeout. 58 seconds left to go in the first half. 28-7. Mountainside with the lead. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
As we come back here, Mountainside High School, and Jeff, important part now. 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Mountainside leads 28-7 over McMinnville, and the Grizzlies have to come up with a stop here.
They do.
And head coach Keenan Lowe comes running off the field here for Mountainside.
That was their first time out of the half, so still plenty of time to run something in the middle of the field if they choose.
Way too much time, if you ask me. 58 seconds to go. Ingles, shotgun formation. He's going to get a low snap. He's going to drop back and throw. He's looking to the center of the field. Throws to the center of the field. Has a guy open in the end zone. Touchdown. Perfect pass there by Ingles. Jeff, he's impressing me tonight. Manny Holt with the reception and a huge 37-yard touchdown reception.
Wow, that was crazy. He threw it out there, and he knew his wide receiver, Manny, was going to run underneath of it. And a beautiful pass play, Brian. I told you something in the break that Mountainside had not thrown an incompletion yet. Well, Alex Ingles continues that trend. He's got 4 for 4 for 95 yards and a touchdown. His counterpart, Cade Mitchell, 2 for 2, 34 yards and a touchdown. So they're getting it spread out there tonight. Manny Holt on the play there.
Ryusaki with the extra point is up and good. Make it 35-7 with 49 seconds left to go. We'll keep it right here. And, well, Jeff, there was a glimpse there in the second quarter where we thought the Grizzlies were coming back, but then Mountainside said, wait a minute. They got it on their horse, and they just started putting the pedal to the metal. They're up 35-7 right now with 49 seconds to go.
When you only have to go 47 yards, Brian, on the drive, that is something. And you had 2 minutes or so to do it, and you only take a minute and 9 to go 5 plays. That takes only 5 plays to go that 47 yards. Good things are going to happen to you a lot of times.
Yeah.
And right there, they happened again to Mountainside. And you can see the athleticism now starting to kind of shine, come to the cream to the crop for this Mountainside team. Some guys really stepping up to make some plays.
Yeah, and I think McMinnville, they need to show what they're about here. And for some of these guys, it could be the last game if they lose. And with the rain coming down, they've got a whole second half to do something, and let's see if they can make something happen right now here as they have a short kick. It's going to bounce at about the 20-yard line. Picked up by Gibson. It goes across the 25. Stutter steps himself, fights his way to the 30, and pushes his way to the 31. and that's where McMinnville will have it with 42 seconds left to go. And interesting to hear, Jeff, what do you do if you're the Grizzlies trailing 35-7 with 42 seconds?
Well, I would say pass the ball, but it's not burning a lot of time off the clock, and it makes me nervous to give the ball
and the
back
weather.
Yes, and they'd be the wind's kind of coming just a little bit from our right. It gives me pause to think that with 2 timeouts, what Mountainside could do in the right circumstances.
Yeah. Now that you scared me, as Wilson comes out here, there's a penalty or something?
Or whistle.
Whistle?
I thought there was a whistle.
Oh, he definitely heard something. As Strong also comes out over here as well as the rain continues. Hey, wanted to thank all people here listening as the handoff goes. Gibson, he fights his way across the 35-yard line. Just want to remind everybody that we're on YamHillToday.com. All right, YamHillToday.com. Want to thank KLYC, AM 1260 for being with us. But there is some stuff going on with the weather and everything, so make sure you tune in to YamHillToday.com for the rest of this broadcast, and you can find it out there as we come on. 2nd down now and 3. And Jeff, let's see. Sullivan's going to hand off to Gibson. Going to go around the right side. He's going to get a 1st down and more. It's the 45. The ball's on the ground. He gets hit, and there's the problem. And you're right. They pick it up. And Mountainside, do they get it? Or the ball go out? I'm trying to see, Jeff. Did he pick it up? I thought he picked it up. But the clock went out, so it doesn't matter. And a huge, huge mistake. Unfortunately or fortunately for McMinnville, they got bailed out with the clock. And I think the coaches and staff just want to make sure that they are on the same page, and they are. And our halftime score is 35-7 in favor of Mountainside. Hey, before we go to take our break, I want to just remind you we are bringing this game here on YamHillToday.com, and you can click on the link there and check out all the action for the Grizzlies in the second half. I want to thank everybody, though, for tuning in here on AM 1260 KLYC and also on YamHillToday.com. Don't go away. We have got the halftime show coming up. Yes, right here on YamHillToday.com.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you. A trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
As we come back here for the halftime show, our score is 35-7. It has been all Mountainside here tonight, Jeff.
It has been. Really helps if I have my microphone.
It's all good.
It has really been all Mountainside, Brian, from the get-go. A touchdown return on a kickoff for when McMinnville looked like they had turned the corner maybe and gotten within 14-7, and 18 seconds later, it's 21-7. The Mavericks have really done a good job of keeping McMinnville out of the end zone and using their wonderful athletes to make some really big plays tonight, Brian. And we'll take a look at some of the statistics here, and officially, of course. But the most important score, you mentioned it, 35-7. Mountainside not being very good host to McMinnville tonight. But we look at some of the team statistics there to start the halftime show. McMinnville Grizzlies with 6 first downs. Mountainside has only needed 3.
Wow.
They've scored on a lot of big plays tonight. Total yards 174 for Mountainside, 116 for McMinnville. Mountainside averaging about 11.5 yards a play. McMinnville about 4. That's a big difference in the ball game. Mountainside 6 of 6 passing for 129 yards through the air. That's 21.5 yards per completion. McMinnville 5 of 9 for 39 yards, 7.8 yards per completion, and 56% completion percentage. Rushing, McMinnville has 77 yards on 21 carries, well below their season average. Season average are averaging about 6.1 yards per carry. In this first half, they're at 3.7 yards on those 21 carries, and Mountainside has 45 yards on 9 carries tonight. 7 penalties for McMinnville. We talked about that just a little bit ago for 50 yards. 6 penalties for Mountainside for 60 yards. No official turnovers, although McMinnville has had the ball on the ground twice. Mountainside unable to come up with it either time. And 2 punts for McMinnville, averaging about 29 yards. Total time of possession, McMinnville, 15 minutes, 12 seconds. Mountainside, 8 minutes, 48 seconds. And the average drive start. This is a big one. McMinnville's been averaging their drives on their own 25-yard line. Mountainside starting the average drive on McMinnville's 45-yard line. They've had short fields to go tonight so far, Brian. Looking at individual statistics in that first half for Mountainside. Cade Mitchell, 2 of 2 passing for 34 yards and a touchdown. Alex Engel, 4 of 4 passing for 95 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Hicks carried the ball 3 times for 6 yards and a touchdown. Sammy Vijaldo carried the ball 3 times for 43 yards and a touchdown. Manny Holt, 1 carry for -2 yards, and Alex Ingalls, 2 carries for -2 yards rushing in that first half. Chase Catlow, he seemed like he had a whole bunch of receptions. So he did, but they were wiped out by penalties, unfortunately, by Mountainside. I have him down for 1 reception for 10 yards. Let's see, Manny Holt has a touchdown and on that 34-yard reception late in the first half. Kane Sullivan tonight is 4 of 8 passing, only 34 yards, and that's a little bit below his season average of about 63-64% on the year. Drew Bison came in, did a nice job when Kane went out injured on that one play. Shockingly to me, you asked him to throw the ball on the very first play and the only play he's in there, and it was a nice 5-yard pass over to the big Walt Rosenberg, the big tight end, for a first down. So Drew was ready. And that's what you want in your backup quarterback, right? Is somebody who's ready to come in when called upon. Kane's carried the ball 8 times tonight for 41 yards and a touchdown, and that's a vast improvement over the last couple games where he really has struggled running the ball. And I think a little bit of that might be because of that leg injury that we noticed that he had mid-season, and it could be a little bit of a remnants of that. Of course, we're hypothesizing, but Nick Gibson, also 8 carries for 18 yards in the first half. Grayson Seahaver, 2 carries, -8 yards, and Coda Spencer's nice to see him back in the rotation, Brian. 3 carries tonight for 26 yards. Gabe Blanco has 2 receptions for 22 yards. I mentioned Walt Rosenberg, the big tight end, 1 reception for 5 yards, and Coda Spencer, the other wide receiver, skilled position player, to get a reception tonight. He has 2 for 12 yards in that first half of play. That's what I got.
Well, it's pretty good. Score at halftime, 35-7. That's the important one. But all those other ones lead up to it.
Well, but it would be more important if it was the reverse score.
It'd be more fun.
It would be way more fun, that's for sure. And I see you're looking through looking for some scores there.
I've got
like
some
it.
scores,
Okay.
yeah, and I'm going to pass those along to you in just a moment. So don't go away. We've got some scores and lots of more fun here on YamHillToday.com.
What's stopping you from going to school and learning new things? Or buying an old car to make it new again? Do you dream about building a business, exploring new places, or even buying your very first home? Whatever you're trying to do, On Point Community Credit Union can help you do it. With low-interest loans, credit cards, business banking, and more. On Point. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Dear fall colors, check out Toyota's crisp, bold lineup. There's the rugged Tacoma, the spacious Highlander, and 4Runners and off-road icon. Color me impressed. Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Toyota, let's go places.
And welcome back here. Brian Ayers along with Jeff Ivy. We're here at Mountainside High School, and the rain continues to fall, and even heavier now, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's kind of been the story of the night. Score here at halftime is 35-7. It has been all Mountainside here tonight. Time to give you some scores from around the state. And there's some interesting ones out there, definitely. And we saw a South Salem Tigers score.
You did?
South Salem trailing 3-0 in the second quarter.
Wow.
Yes.
And South's at home tonight, I believe.
Yes,
on that
they
one.
are.
So that's a little bit of a surprise. You know, Brian, you were talking about playoffs. You know who's breaking one of the longest playoff streaks in, like, Oregon high school football history tonight?
Jervis.
Yes.
Look at that.
First time since 51 that they've hosted a football – or, no, first time since 53 they've hosted a football game. Let me see if I can find it.
That's good. That's pretty cool, though.
First home game for the Cougars since 1953, and they haven't won a playoff game since 1951.
Wow.
That's a long time to not be in the playoffs.
A lot of high schools have come and gone.
Yeah.
Well, not really gone, but,
but I know what you're saying.
Definitely.
Yep.
All right. Here's some other scores for you. West Lynn on top of West Salem, 21-0 at halftime. Jesuit 17, Lake Oswego 7.
I actually have 14 on that one. I heard them update that in the press box here just a few minutes ago. So
17-14. Okay.
Yep.
And that must be starting the third quarter then.
Could be.
They were at half.
Yep.
Central Catholic rolling over the North Medford Black Tornado 42-0 at halftime.
Yep.
Nelson on top of Wells 28-0 at halftime. North Salem on top of Grant at halftime 7-0. Good ball game there. Yeah. Roosevelt 3, Tualatin 28 second quarter. So big game there for Tualatin. They should be rolling. And then Sherwood on top of Oregon City 14-0 in the first quarter. And we gave you that South Salem score 3-0 the last we had.
Go back to that Jervis. They're halfway to their goal, Brian. Halftime 24, Jervis, Toledo 6.
Oh,
so looking to break a couple streaks tonight.
There you go. Jervis, they're on fire.
They are.
Other scores, let's see, St. Paul 54, Cross Point Christian 12. I say that because I don't think I've ever mentioned them. I'm not sure where they're at. Hillsboro 13, McKay nothing. Still a ball game there. As you said, Jervis 24, and they're playing Toledo. They've got 6. North Salem, as we said, Thurston 21, Dallas 10, and Cascade.
What are my cheesemakers doing?
They're trailing to Cascade 16-8, and I was hoping there was a Pirate score right there. Dayton 14, Siuslaw 14. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Thought Dayton would roll on that one.
Yeah.
Still might, but we'll see. Silverton on top of Hood River Valley, 31-0, and that's all I have on my end here. So
I'm not finding anything down south that we were looking for. Oh, Springfield 13-0 over Lebanon in the first quarter.
Yes, Millers. There we go.
Well, you got family playing in that game tonight, so we can root for the Millers.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, I think it's time to take a break.
Okay.
And we'll talk more about this game and talk about what the Grizzlies need to do in the second half. Grizzlies trail 35-7 to the Mavericks. Don't go away. You're listening to Grizzly Football here on YamhillToday.com.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
Big Box returns.
Hello, everybody. Scott here from Big Box Returns, and our deals will turn you upside down. So you got to come on down because we're only open Saturdays and Sundays, 9 to 5, right across the street from the go-kart tracks. So come on down and save some money.
Caring creates healthier lives and healthier communities. And when you need health care, we're here for you, providing medical expertise with a human touch, right here at home, whenever you may need us. From welcoming newborns into the world to life-changing surgeries, routine health screenings to life-saving emergency care, we're here to provide compassionate, high-quality health care to you and your loved ones. From the routine to the unforeseen, we're here for you.
If you're looking for a financial advisor located here in McMinnville, Bethany A. Blinn has you covered. She has a holistic approach and understands what is most important to you, using an established process to build personalized strategies and partnering with you throughout your life to help keep you on track. Her investment philosophy is a long-term approach with an emphasis on quality, durability, historical context, and common sense. Give Bethany at Edward Jones a call at 503-472-0555. And go Grizzlies! Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
Purchase your official state championship merchandise at OSAAstore.com. With Rush Team Apparel, the exclusive merchandise partner of the OSAA, you have more options. Customize your gear with your school name, a student-athlete name, event decals, and more. Nike products are also available. Browse the selection of the official state championship merchandise at OSAAstore.com.
Well, Jeff, it was the first half where the Grizzlies had a bright spot in the middle of the second quarter, I believe, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It was really dominated by Mountainside here tonight.
It really was, Brian. We can do some of the drive recaps if you want to real quickly here.
That'd be good.
So McMinnville, their first drive, they didn't go they went negative 7 yards on the first drive, to be honest, and ended up punting and gave a real short field to the Mavericks. They took over at their McMinnville 32-yard line. Took them 4 plays to go those 32 yards in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And when the kick was up and good with 7:27 to go in the first quarter, it was 7-0. McMinnville then went 3 and out, and on the ensuing punt, the punt was blocked, and Mountainside recovered the football on the 6-yard line of McMinnville, and it only took them 2 plays to punch it in from there. In 32 seconds, it was a Jordan Hicks 1-yard run, and again, the kick was good. And it was 14-0, and you started to think, boy, McMinnville really needs to get something going. Well, they did. They went on a 64-yard 9-play drive took 2 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock with a 15-yard touchdown run by Kane Sullivan, kind of as he was battling down the field at the 5-yard line, kind of backing into the end zone. Wilson came in for the kick, and at that point you kind of started feeling, okay, McMinnville's got a little bit of kick going, and it's 14-7 at that point, and you're feeling, okay, they're turning the corner. Well, kickoff out of bounds. So, you could get pretty good field position with that, but Mountainside says, no, we want you to kick again. And when they kick again, what happens? Yeah, there's about an 85-yard touchdown run by a fabulous wide receiver from Mountainside, and 18 seconds later, it's 21-7, and you're going, what just happened?
Exactly.
Well, a good player made a good play is what happened. McMinnville took the ball over, and they had a really nice drive going, about a 12, 13-play drive. They started at their own 20-yard line, but it fizzled out on the 29-yard line of Mountainside, and it was over on downs. Well, right away, Mountainside goes on the 71-yard 12-play drive, taking 4 minutes and 34 seconds off the clock. Half of their time of possession on that one drive. It was a 7-yard touchdown run by the running back, and it was 28-7 at that point after the kick was up and good. McMinnville, another 3 and out, had to punt the ball, and you're thinking, oh boy, there's a minute and 58 seconds left, and that's too much time on the clock for Mountainside if you're a McMinnville fan, and it was. Mountainside only had to go 47 yards. They did it in 5 plays in taking a minute and 9 seconds off the clock. It was a beautiful 34-yard touchdown pass, quite honestly, over the middle of the field to Manny Holt. And that's where we have our score of 35-7 at halftime. It's good to see McMinnville back out on the field, and it'll be interesting to see what Ty Tomlin has in store here in the second half for McMinnville.
Well, they'll have to mix it up a little bit and try to come out here. The bad thing is, Jeff.
Yeah.
Guess who's kicking?
McMinnville. That's scary.
Yes, so they'll get another chance.
So do you just like pooch kick it? Keep it out of, give them the ball at the 40-yard line? You know what I'm saying? Just pooch kick it to an up back? Make them make a play? I don't know. But
I don't think you can get deep.
Definitely in the back of your mind here as you come out to start the second half of play.
It is the rain continues to come down just as heavy as it was to end of the first half. And, the Grizzlies have to deal with that as well as we come out here. I haven't seen the Mountainside team come out yet.
I haven't either.
So,
there
we go.
Just on cue.
On cue, exactly.
Here they come.
Mountainside comes out here as we'll be getting started here in a few minutes. And I think you're McMinnville, Jeff. You're going to get some of these guys some experience if you do get down another touchdown.
Well, we were talking about at halftime. I mean, technically we're only about 7 points, 1 touchdown away from running clock. So that's a little bit of a concern, too. Your defense really needs to step up here or the game gets real short real quick for McMinnville.
Yes, it does. And let's hope they can get something going, get some momentum going a little bit, get that passing game going. And then the defense is going to have to make some plays.
They are. And, they've made some plays, Brian, but they've just not made enough of them, I guess is a way to say. You think about Jacobs with a big paw out to make a fabulous tackle on running back. You think of some other plays in the backfield. Fairbanks. McGurvin, we've called his name a couple times tonight. So there's guys out there that want to make the plays and are making the plays. They're just not making them every time.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do. Quite honestly. That's where the coaching staff may need to switch up a little bit of their scheme or what they're doing or remotivate the players to come out in this second half because for some of these guys, like we mentioned, the losing team could be their last games, especially if they're seniors, could be their last game of their career. And it's never fun to end your career on a loss. But so many teams do.
I think they all do, don't they? Pretty much.
All of them, but two. The way the playoffs are set up now in the 6A, in the 6A field.
Exactly. So. All right, we've just hit the 3-minute mark as they are. They went ahead and put 3 minutes back on the clock as we get ready here to go, and we'll take a quick break here and have the second half kickoff coming up here on YamhillToday.com.
McMinnville Les Schwab is a proud sponsor of Grizzly football on Yamhill Today. When you shop at Les Schwab, they promise you the best tire value. This means you get free peace of mind protection and free lifetime tire and mileage care included in your purchase. McMinnville Les Schwab. They want to be the neighbor down the street you know and trust. We thank McMinnville Les Schwab for their support of McMinnville Grizzly football.
Dear fall colors, check out Toyota's crisp, bold lineup. There's the rugged Tacoma, the spacious Highlander, and 4Runners and off-road icon. Color me impressed. Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to learn more. Toyota, let's go places.
What's stopping you from going to school and learning new things? Or buying an old car to make it new again? Do you dream about building a business, exploring new places, or even buying your very first home? Whatever you're trying to do, On Point Community Credit Union can help you do it. With low-interest loans, credit cards, business banking, and more. On Point. People are the point. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
KLYC is back in Mac. Yamhill County's 1260 KLYC is again locally owned and operated. Join AM 1260 KLYC for local news, local sports, and lots of classic hits. You can also hear Linfield Wildcat football and McMinnville Grizzlies football on AM 1260 KLYC. Visit the website, KLYCnow.com. McMinnville.com.
Grizzly Nation, wake up! I'm here at Big Box Returns, and now I'm excited for the next second half of football. Here at Big Box Returns, we've got loads of deals. So come on down the weekend after the game and find some amazing things. Go Grizzlies!
As we come back here to Mountainside High School, Brian Erickson along with Jeff Ivey, and the rain continues, and halftime is just finishing up, and we've talked all about it, and now the Grizzlies need to come out here, Jeff, and make something happen.
They do. They got an opportunity in front of them, Brian, to have almost a historic comeback, and why not take advantage of that opportunity when you have it? And you know, you're looking at a Mountainside team that has got a good kickoff returner. Let's not have him do it twice in a game where if he was on our team, it would be Dilly Bars.
It would.
Just saying.
It would. And let's see, where do they kick it then, Jeff?
Well, he's on the far side at about the 10-yard line, so I'm going to kick it right here to about the 30-yard line on the near side. Let's see what Wilson does here.
All righty, Grizzlies will be kicking from our left to our right as they get ready to go. Here goes Bryce. The kick is up, and it's going to be kicked high and right to him at the 10-yard line. Make it the 9. Go across the 15, the 20. Comes to the near side here. Goes across the 30, 35. Cuts it up on the 45. He's hit by Wilson, and then finally thrown out of bounds.
Wow.
It took a while to get there.
I thought he was like twice.
Yeah, but another nice return is the bad part about that whole thing.
The 44, 45-yard line there. Wasn't a touchdown.
There you go. There you go. The bright side of things. All righty. Well, here we go in the Grizzly defense. Let's see if they can come up here and try to make a stop here. They do trail 35-7. And Cade Mitchell back in at quarterback for the Mavericks.
He was 2 of 2 for 34 yards and a touchdown in that first half, Brian. Didn't have any carries.
Let's see if the Grizzlies can try to stop him now. As the rain, as I said, continues. And it's supposed to be a rainy night tonight.
Yep.
And we had a lot of discussions about that this week. As here's the handoff. And going forward, maybe a yard there was Hicks. Good stop there by McMinnville. Good job there in the interior line.
Well, they should have stopped that one. They're used to seeing that one in practice. Brian, just that hand up, straight up the middle, as we have a injured McMinnville player down on that first play.
As they are going to look at him, as the training staff is going to come out there as well. We'll go ahead and take a break with 11:31 left to go in the third quarter. It's 35-7. All Mountainside right now. We're back right after this.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process. From low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement, they are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back here to action, as Justice does go off the field, and here's the pass. Immediately goes to the right side. It's going to be a first down or more. Flag comes flying in, but Catlow scratches his way inside the 25, the 30-yard line for a big first down, but let's see if it stands.
Well, I think there's going to be a block in the back or something as the play was going downfield. But again, a big play called back. And McMinnville can be thankful for those penalty flags right now, quite honestly, because that was a 20-yard pass play or so right there. So we're going to get a block in the back and or a holding call. So they're going to move the ball back to the 41-yard line.
I think the guy was just itching to get in there and got his hands up and just kind of clawed the guy too much.
Yeah. Yeah, give 6 yards there on the pass play to Cat Lowe, but the 10-yard penalty at the end brings it back.
All right, with second down now and 14,
Yep.
11:04 and counting. And, well, I guess the good thing is the Grizzlies have stopped them so far.
They have.
And they've got them to go backwards. But see how long that lasts. And here's a double here. And it's going to be a little run on the inside to Tenebusasa, and he goes out of bounds. And not before he gets about 9 yards. And it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, I thought there might have thrown a penalty there on the tackle. It was kind of up high. Move it down to the 48, so 10 yards. We should have known.
It's funny, you got the yard marker down there at the 49, and now they're going to move
Hello, anybody?
One more yard. There you go. As it is the 48-yard line of McMinnville with 10:42 to go here in the third quarter. 2 receivers on the far side. As Mitchell, shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to Hicks. Hicks going to roll around the right side. He breaks 1 tackle. A second inside the 25, 30. He goes into the end zone. Broke it around the 30-yard line. Broke another tackle at the 25 and just kept running. And Hicks with the score to make it 41-7 with 10:29 to go, and 48-yard run there, and just couldn't stop them.
They could not, Brian, and that is pretty much going to be, I think, the nail in the coffin. And once he got to the outside, he was gone.
All righty, Ryusaki comes on to kick the extra point. Here is the snap. It's high, but he gets the foot into it, and the kick hits off the goal post and doesn't go through.
Okay, you know what that means.
Well, it's a 34-point lead, 41-7. Somebody jinxed it, I believe. 10:29 to go in the third quarter. Well, Jeff.
We got more football coming.
Yes, we do. 10:29 to go, 41-7. Our score, McMinnville trailing to Mountainside. Don't go away. We've got more football coming up right after this.
Grizzly Nation, wake up! I'm here at Big Box Returns, and now I'm excited for the next second half of football. Here at Big Box Returns, we've got loads of deals. So come on down the weekend after the game and find some amazing things. Go Grizzlies!
As we come back here to Mountainside High School, and it's been a good night for football. The rain, the wind. What more do you want,
Any night's a good night for football.
It really is.
But
it really is.
Depends on which side of the, if it's a really good team. Yes, it has, and it's not the team in red.
They lead 41-7. Here is the kick. Wilson's going to take it about the 9-yard line. Going to try to wait for a blocker, and then he's going to go inside, and he's going to be taken down at about the 23-yard line. And that's where McMinnville will start as Wilson comes up a little gingerly in his right foot, it looks like. And it's like getting a lot of injuries out there. Yes, Wilson's going to take his time getting to the sideline. He's trying to tell him, hey, I need out. And he is going to go to the sidelines with 10:22 to go. You're McMinnville, Jeff. What do you do?
Put together a nice drive as we got an official.
We got
They're still wait. Oh, I see. Yeah,
Wilson's
he's barely
still,
to the numbers on the far side. So good awareness by the officials there.
He's taking his time. He's now to the sideline. He is finally gets out of bounds, and hopefully he's going to be all right because he is such an important part of this team. Mm-hmm. All righty.
They certainly missed him in that 5-game losing stretch, didn't they?
Big time. All aspects, kicking, offense, defense, as the handoff goes to Gibson right up the middle, and he picks up about a yard and a half, we'll call it 2 yards, to about the 37-yard line as we are nearing the 10-minute mark here at YamhillToday.com. And just remind you that we're going to have some more exciting news throughout the year coming up. And don't go away. We may even have some basketball to talk about. All righty, here we go. Second down and 8. I think there's some movement, but Sullivan gets it. He pitches the far side to Gibson. Nothing there. He is hit hard back there, almost behind the line of scrimmage there, I believe. That's Orikanu with the tackle, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long now.
That was one of those pitch plays again, Brian, and went for negative yards again. They've really struggled with that tonight.
And a lot of this is defense. I'm impressed with this Mountainside team.
Oh, yeah, they're big up front. They're pushing guys around.
They get to the edge quick, too.
Yep.
All right. Passing situation for Sullivan. 2 receivers here on the near side. He's going to throw it. He's got pressure. He's going to be hit, and he's going to taken down inside the 25-yard line. Here comes a flag from the sideline here in front of the bench of the Mavericks.
What would this be?
It was late. It was after the play, I believe.
Way after.
It's Sullivan. He's kind of holding. He's kind of limping again too. He's been limping for the last few weeks though. And let's see what they decide to call.
We got an illegal man downfield.
You got a couple players
shaking hands, actually, from one from each team.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I'm like, okay, you okay? I'm okay. We're good. We're good. We were playing hard.
All right, 9:02 to go.
They are going to
mark it off on the Mavericks, it looks like.
Well, defensive holding.
All righty.
So that's going to give them a first down because it's going to put the ball out to the 35, which is where it was. Ooh.
I can just see the gears in your mind were working, Jeff, as we're under 9 minutes to play now. 2 receivers here on the near side. Jeff is going to try to figure that out. He's graphing it out right now. You can see it. Here's the pass over on the far side, wide open. It is caught and gets inside the 30-yard line. And a nice big first down. Is that Bison with the reception?
No, that's long.
Is that long?
Yeah, 15. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Now that was 15. That was long. But we got another penalty flag flying in. We haven't called long.
No, that's why I was
this year.
Surprised as the flag comes flying in from the side. Once again, from the same official here, they indicated a hold. It looked like. No, unsportsmanlike.
Oh, on the Mountainside sideline. Tack on another 15 on that play. It's interesting.
Yeah, they have the official explaining to Coach Lowe right now why they threw the flag, and now they keep marching it down. This has been an awkward start to this quarter.
Yeah.
In many aspects.
But you know what? McMinnville's going to be down inside the 15-yard line, Brian. Ball just going to be situated between the 14 and the 15-yard line. You like what I did there?
I like that. I like that. Between.
Yes.
You got it right.
Not as if there's a fake yard line in between them.
Yeah, there's no half-yard line, even though everyone says it all the time.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First down now, once again, for McMinnville, 8:39 and counting. Here is the handoff, and nothing doing there. And Gibson just tried to go up the middle and play they use so often, and he was stopped immediately.
Well, they brought a running back in motion across the backfield, trying to draw maybe the eyes of the linebackers to that player, but that interior defensive front was a stiff wall right there. Going to end up being a loss of 1 on the play.
Actually, wow, look at that. They moved it way back. So
17. It was.
It's all good, Jeff.
That's just numbers, right?
It is. 2 receivers here on the near side. Make it 3 now. Trips for the Grizzlies. Going to bring second down, and they're actually going to call it 12. And we've got another penalty. Once again, delay of game by McMinnville. How many penalties we got in the night, Jeff?
We got, unofficially, between the two teams, 17.
17. All right.
Accepted.
Penalties. State record is probably around like
because
19.
there would have been 18 had they accepted the penalty down here, but they wanted to run the ball back,
and they did.
It was an all big production, and well, that's what you get.
All right, let's go back to action. Here we go. As Sullivan throws it here, and it's incomplete. And trying to go out there and get that was strong. Could not come up with it. Going to bring up third down now for McMinnville. 3rd and 17. 7:41 left to go in the third quarter. It is 41-7. Mountainside with the lead.
Sullivan now 5 of 10. I have him 5 of 10 for 70 yards in the ball game.
Strong coming out here on the near side. And they do run. Here we go. The pass on the far side, and the pass is up, and here comes another flag. Making a second flag here. Pass interference going to go against the Mavericks. And that, Jeff, was the play, was intended to get that result.
Yeah, that was going to go to Spencer, and he was mugged at about the 10-yard line where the first flag is, and then double mugged at about the 6-yard line where the second flag was. So both two officials saw that pass interference play. So move the ball down to about the 10, between the 10 and the 11. Oh, no, between the 9 and the 10-yard line.
There you go. All righty. 7:36 to go as the rain continues, and it really has not let up here in the third quarter at all.
No.
3rd down and 7 now. Ball is at the 11-yard line, and we've got...
They moved it back to the 11, not the 9.
Okay. Got it figured out?
I'm confused.
All right, well,
now.
you're not the only one.
Okay.
There's a lot of stripes that are as well. Here we go. Sullivan's going to throw. He's looking to the left. He's going to be pressured. He's going to hit. And he's going to be thrown down. And he's going to be a sack in the backfield back to the 13 or to the 16-yard line. He got way back there.
Let's wait to see if it's on the 16. Let's just
it's ish. I didn't say the 15 and a half at least. So
yeah, I went ooh because I thought there for a quick second that he either got horse collared or grabbed on the face mask, but not to be. As now this is 4th and 12, and officials stop. Oh, there's a player down for Mountainside right in the middle of the field I didn't see, and he's up getting some help off. Good job by the officials to notice that he was sitting down at the bottom of somebody's leg there. Hope he's okay.
He does come hobbling off. And then it is going to bring up 4th and 12. Big play for McMinnville, trailing 41-7 as we hit the 7-minute mark to go in the third quarter.
They've all been big plays since about 14-7, I think.
I would say you're probably right. Here we go. This is probably the biggest of the big ones.
Might be. Really might be.
Let's see if they get a little momentum here. As they come up, Sullivan, shotgun formation. There's movement, no call, though. He's going to step out of the pocket. He's going to get hit, and he breaks through the tackle. Goes forward, and he lunges, and he's going to get inside the 10-yard line, but he's not going to get a first down. Turnover on down to the Mavericks.
Well, they'll give him 7 on the run, but he was about 4 yards too short, Brian.
Yeah.
And unfortunately unable to get the first down.
It was tough because that pocket just collapsed on him. He tried to make something out of nothing, step up in the pocket, and then saw a little bit of an opening. Unfortunately, needed a lot bigger opening to get that first down.
For sure. But you know what? We're starting field position of the night for Mountainside, so that's good.
There you go. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Problem is, they go down and score. It's a 91-yard drive.
Oh.
And I don't want that. I really don't. You know what I want?
What do you like?
I want a pick 6.
Okay.
Pick 6.
Well, you got some guys out there who can do it.
Would he give a Dilly Bars for a pick 6, or does it have to be a kickoff at this point in the season?
I think it has to be a timeout right now.
Oh, of course it does.
Because that's what Mountainside's going to do, and they're going to talk about it. 6:31 left to go. We'll talk Dilly Bars and more. Coming up here, 41-7's our score. Mountainside in the lead. We'll be back right after this.
At Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, their orthopedic surgeons specialize in diagnosing, preventing, and treating disorders and injuries that affect muscles, tendons, nerves, ligaments, bones, joints, and other connective tissues. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine strive to give you the highest quality of care with the most up-to-date orthopedic surgical techniques and non-operative treatments to help you get back into doing the things you enjoy. Their goal is to help you live your life to the fullest. Give them a call at 503-435-4520. Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
As we come back here to Mountainside High School, score is 41-7 in favor of Mountainside. As we come back to action, first down, and here's the pass here on the near side. Has a receiver. It is caught and incomplete. I thought he's going to catch it, and I think he heard footsteps, and there was a little bit of a collision there. Strong was in there on coverage, and the receiver did pay the price there, Gurkic, and that could have been ugly. He's still a little wobbly.
I'm glad he's okay, because that was an awkward-looking collision that he had. He had the ball in his hands initially, and then as safety came over to make the play, it kind of hit him up high and bent him funny, and I'm glad to see he's up and walking just fine, Brian. He's going to feel that one in the back tomorrow, though. First incomplete pass of the night.
And I believe that was Ingles who came back in there. Here's a bad snap, and they're going to get it, though. Breaks one tackle. They're going to make something out of this. Second tackle, he's going to be gone. Yep, easy run. He turned around, Jeff, and he's looking around. Nobody's going to get to him, and just an easy run there. And Jaden Meshkov with a huge run. If I could count the number of yards, I'd tell you. But it's going to be right around 90 is my guess.
91.
So 91 officially by Mr. Ivy. And another big play by Mountainside.
Wow. And McMinnville had a chance. They were arm tackling him back inside the 5-yard line, but he did a good job of getting away from the pressure and getting downfield to score the touchdown.
Ryasaki, who hit the goalpost last kick, extra point, this time gets it through the upright and good with 5:37 to go. Score is 48-7 in favor of Mountainside. You're listening to Grizzly Football here on YamHillToday.com.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy & Son is there for you. A trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy & Son walk that journey with you. Macy & Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic and Sports Rehab wants to see you make a full and quick recovery so that you can get back into life and the things that you like to do. Their friendly staff will listen and encourage and guide you through each step of the rehabilitation process, from low back pain to post-surgical rehabilitation after a shoulder surgery or knee replacement. They are here to help. They also offer treatment for sports injuries and hands-on personal training for those who want to perform at their athletic best. Andrew Physical Therapy, Orthopedic, and Sports Rehab. Give them a call at 503-435-1900.
As we come back to action, here's the take around the 20, 25 to 30, and 35. And Spencer with a nice run back almost to the 40-yard and one of the better returns for the Grizzlies here tonight.
Dear style, efficiency, and performance. Glad we're on the same team this season and every season. Let's keep huddling up and going for it. Toyota, let's go places.
5:04 and counting to go here in the third quarter. It is 48-7. It's been all Mountainside here tonight, Jeff, as we've hit the running clock, it looks like.
We have.
And the rain continues as well.
So symbolic of what's happened tonight for McMinnville, isn't it?
It really has. It really has. All right. Sullivan, shotgun formation. Gibson in the backfield. Sullivan's going to follow Gibson's block and go to the right. Nothing there. Gibson couldn't even get there because there were guys who were coming in and were back behind Gibson. And he's going to lose, Sullivan, that is, lose a yard to the 39-yard line.
Well, you talked about the edges being contained in the quickness of the line there by Mountainside, and that was very evident on that play as the blockers got inside of Gibson's lead block and in the backfield and no place to go for Sullivan.
The edges kind of went from way out here to like way inside here.
Yeah.
And it makes it a lot easier for the defense to get to the quarterback. Second down and 11 now. Under 4 minutes and counting. Sullivan's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's got a guy who's got his uniform, who's now going to take him down to the ground for another sack. And getting him back there and getting that sack is Tyler Heinrich. And that is going to bring another loss for the Grizzlies.
Well, you know, like in the NFL, you hear him, you got to get that ball out in 2.5 seconds. Kane Sullivan would take 1.5 seconds now because those guys are just in the backfield quick.
Yeah, the offensive line cannot stop this defensive line right now.
They're doing a great job. Give them credit.
Yeah, they are. This Mountainside defense has impressed me more than the offense, to be honest with you. Here we go. 2 receivers here on the near side. Sullivan's got a little bit of time now, and there's holding by the Grizzlies. They're not going to call it. Sullivan drops back. He throws it, and the receiver falls down to the ground. I think the Grizzlies may have got away with a big hold there. Pass intended for Long. He slips trying to go back for the ball, and it's going to bring up 4th down for McMinnville.
Want to stay in shape? Be involved in the sport you love and earn more money in the process. Become an athletic official. There's a shortage of officials in Oregon, and we need you now more than ever. Visit osaa.org/officials for more information and to get registered.
4th down and 13. Grizzlies trail 48-7. They are punting now. Here's a snap. It's bad. It drops on the turf, and it kicks it right over the line, barely, and it's picked up at the 41-yard line. Goes across midfield, goes across the 40, the 30, and then finally falls out of bounds. But there is a flag that comes flying in, and another nice return. And, Jeff, they got lucky, and they are pulling the flag up.
And why do you?
All right. We've had every game now. We've had that happen. They have picked up the flag in every single game we've announced this year. And so we got into the third quarter, late into the third on it, though.
My other question is, why is the clock stopped?
It's not.
It was that whole time that the officials were looking at their picking up the flag. I don't understand why throw the flag if there's no penalty.
Well, they're still talking about it. They're still going to give him. Now they're going to give him a penalty. I'm confused. They did pull that up.
He waved it like.
Okay. He did wave it off. Okay.
Yes, that was a wave off.
So we haven't had one waved off tonight.
No.
Then. We have. It just wasn't enforced.
Yeah, I guess
or it
so.
was enforced. I don't know.
I'm confused as the rain really is coming down.
Maybe there were multiple flags. As they take them all the way back to the 42-yard line. Their own 42, the Mavericks. 1:14 and counting. Here's the handoff, and going and stepping, breaks one tackle, and then the second tackle, and still flying through is Meshkov. He's going to get 11 yards, enough for a 1st down for the Mavericks. Ingles back there at quarterback once again.
Not bad that you're about your 4th or 5th string running back that's come in, has over 100 yards of rushing in 2 plays.
Wow.
Just an observation. And according to my records, 4th first down of the game.
Only 4th first down. That is huge. Here's Meshkov once again on the right side. A flag comes flying in from the back. And Meshkov does get to the about 41-yard line.
It is Flag Fest City.
So we're at least 20 flags tonight, right?
I will tell you in just a minute. That's going to be a 10-yarder.
Against the Mavericks.
Yep. So, that is, 20 exactly. 12 for the Mavericks, 125 yards. 8 for McMinnville for 55.
I wonder if they think they're on the ocean, trying to wave somebody's attention, rain and everything.
It's crazy. It's This
All
might be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
And we're down to 22 seconds. Ingles hands off to Meshkov. Going to go on the left side. He's going to go to the 45, midfield, and flung down as gets to the 48-yard line, about 12 yards short of a 1st down. And we're down to 7 seconds, and that should end the 3rd quarter of play. 48-7 is our score at the end of 3. Mountainside with the lead. Don't go away. We've got more football here at YamHillToday.com. Also bring you some scores from around the state in the first round of the playoffs and much, much more here on YamHillToday.com.
That's exciting.
Transitions in life. Sometimes it's difficult. One of the biggest transitions is when a loved one leaves us. Macy and Son is there for you, a trusted friend for 5 generations in Yamhill County. At that time, you will have lots of questions, and you need someone to walk with you every step of the way. Burial or cremation, and a myriad of options. Let Macy and Son walk that journey with you. Macy and Son McMinnville, 5 generations helping with funeral and family needs.
On Point Community Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the OSAA State Championships. On Point is Oregon's largest locally headquartered credit union, serving more than 522,000 members. Visit onpointcu.com. On Point is federally insured by the NCUA and equal opportunity housing opportunity. You know, and we should say thank you to all the sponsors.
Yes, I want to thank them for everything.
Yeah.
We
Even though we didn't get dilly bars.
We had a dead ball foul, too, by the way.
Of course we did. Against
McMinnville, I do believe. It's after the play, so they're still sorting out. Here they go. They're talking about it right now. That's the end of the quarter.
What do we? I thought we had.
So we had the timeout.
You know
we ended the quarter. Now we're into the quarter officially, and then they're going to walk it off against McMinnville. So there you go. Put that down. 21. Lucky 21. As they move
I am
down to the 34-yard line
so
of
against
McMinnville. Yes.
34-yarder. Okay, so that's 21 penalties in the game.
Lucky 21. Just a reminder that we want to thank all our sponsors this season. Without them, we could not have done all this. Macy and Sons, Les Schwab Tires of McMinnville, Big Box Returns. Scott, thank you so much. Andrew Physical Therapy, thank you so much. Also, Willamette Valley Medical Center, Willamette Valley Orthopedics and Sports Med, Edward Jones. Bethany, thank you so much for all that you do for us. And I want to thank everybody for just helping out. Macy and Sons, I think I got them. And everybody else. So I want to thank our sponsors here this season on McMinnville Grizzly football. Here we go. 11:46 to go in the ball game. Here's the handoff. Going to break it to the outside. Gets inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. And gets up with another nice run there. And Meshkov, who they have been relying on the last probably 4 or 5 possessions.
Yeah. His average is going to drop from 37 yards a carry to 29 on that play.
Wow. Well, he's going to learn to
four carries, 116 yards.
That's impressive.
Touchdown.
That's pretty good.
91 of it on a long run, but still, that is impressive because he is about their 3rd or 4th string running back in there, Brian.
And a lot of their guys are sophomores. I'm impressed by that. They have a young team as they gets the handoff once again.
That's going to really hurt the average.
It is. McGurvin came in there, and it's like he shot the gap and came in there with the tackle in the backfield. Nice job there by McGurvin with a stop, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down now.
In 2 plays, his average has dropped from 37 to 22.
And he went backwards on one of them.
Oh, mercy.
And as we said, we're going to give you some scores. So next time we have a break, we will go around the state and give you scores from around our area as well. So let's see what we got here. And guess what? We've got that break now as we have the officials that want to take a check there. And Jeff, you got any big scores you want to pass along real quick?
I'm going to hit refresh here real quick. So let's see.
There's one I really want to know. That one right there.
That one hasn't changed.
Okay.
Halftime, though, 13-0.
All right. As we get back to action, Springfield leading Lebanon, 13-0. All right. Come on, Clay. Tight one there. Here we go. Backing up, looking to the center of the field. They throw it, have a receiver, and he comes back for the ball, and incomplete. And did a good job. The ball was a little bit underthrown by Ingalls, but the receiver came back for it. The defenders kind of crossed, and there it is incomplete.
And this is what you don't want to see if you're Mountainside, one of your offensive linemen going down. And, boy, let's hope that's not serious. Their offensive line has given a lot of good time tonight to both quarterbacks. Alex Ingalls, that was his first incompletion of the game, Brian.
He has had himself quite the ball game.
I'm going to look for some scores here.
I've got some for you. I'm going to pass them along. We've got Tiger at 17, South Salem nothing.
Wow.
I can't go back to school now, Jeff.
That's a surprise.
That's a big surprise. Okay. Kind of another surprise. North Salem 27, Grant nothing. So
Is that at North Salem or is that at Grant?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Sandy trailing Sunset 34-20. Lake Oswego trailing Jesuit 31-21. So still a little ball game there. Tualatin all over Roosevelt 35-7. Lake Ridge and Sheldon in a battle. Sheldon leads 7-6 at halftime. Jefferson losing big to South Medford. In fact, it is over. South Medford wins 34-0. West Salem losing to West Lynn 42-7. Central Catholic 56. Black Tornado of North Medford nothing.
Jervis is about 6 minutes away. They're up 24-12 of winning their first game in the playoffs in over 50 years, Brian.
That's pretty exciting. Way to go, Jervis.
I'm sure that the weight of that is starting to nestle in with 6:12 to go in the game. So we'll keep an eye on that one going down the stretch here. Good
Pretty
to see
exciting.
the player up off and walking on his own there.
As we come back to action, Ingles is dropping back, has plenty of time.
Yeah.
He's directing traffic, directs it to the left side, and then just kind of underthrows it. He knew he had a receiver. If he came back for it, could catch it, but nobody else could, and that's where he threw it in that perfect spot. But it drops incomplete, and it will be fourth down now. One of the few times tonight, if the first time for Mountainside, with 9:10 to go and counting here in the ball game.
The only time,
It is. All right, as they come on and they turn it over on downs there, and it's going to be at the 34-yard line for McMinnville. As Sullivan back out, shotgun formation. He draws back, looks to the left, throws it, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off there. Good job of getting in there and kind of disrupting it is Kai Franco. Once again, another sophomore, and incomplete. Wow.
It's crazy.
Yes, it is.
Crazy. It's just been a tough night. You know, McMinnville certainly battled early on when they went down 14-0, Brian. They really could have folded the tent. And give them credit, they came back and scored. But right away, Mountainside responded and really haven't let off the gas since that point, have they? Yeah.
No, they really haven't.
Yeah.
Here's Gibson going to go to the right side, and he's going to get a couple yards as a flag comes flying in once again. Gibson coming off a big first half last week as we have an injured Maverick on the field once again. That's the last thing that Coach Lowe wants, Jeff, as we get a holding penalty against McMinnville. And he looks like maybe just a cramp over there, so it's like he's going to be okay. But, Gibson had a big first half last week. Tonight, this Mountainside team just like, hey, we're going to stop you. And they did.
So far in the game, unofficially, of course, I have Mountainside with about 350 yards of total offense to 151 for McMinnville. And, of course, if you added in the 85-yard touchdown return, you'd be up well over 440 or 430 yards of offense for Mountainside tonight. So they have just been able to do whatever they want. Their average yards per play is just about 13 yards per play tonight.
It's impressive.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
Yeah, it really is.
I guess I say this out of love. I guess your decision on what football game you might want to go watch next week is being made for you.
I don't like that.
I know,
it's not
but
very
good. You're not having to make that choice, though.
I want to make that choice. Dayton on top of Siuslaw, 28-14 now. School's just more fun when your team
know
wins.
It is.
You know?
Well, basketball season starts early for some of them, I guess.
It starts tonight, apparently.
Let's hope not. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's flipped.
Okay, here we go. Here's Gibson. He's going to come here on the near side. He's going to get across the 30. Another flag comes flying in. And Gibson did pick up about 5 yards to the 32 as the clock runs. A 7:10 to go. But another flag. We have seen 22 tonight?
Accepted,
forgot.
yes.
22 accepted.
This will be 22 now.
We've had one taken.
Let's see if they decline it, though.
I don't even know anymore.
They may decline it.
I might decline it.
They are going to decline it.
Yeah, there you go. It is declined.
So we're going to give him the ball out to the 30-yard line. So
FYI, Corvallis on top of your McKay Royal Scots, 28-0. So yeah, South Salem 17-0 going into the fourth quarter.
In my mind, I start thinking, did something happen to their quarterback?
Well, I think remember last year was the rain.
Yes, but did something? I mean,
and the rain again.
You kind of go there. Did he get hurt? You know, it's hard to throw the ball when it's raining. That's for sure. And oh my word!
And you say that because another flag comes flying in with 6:16.
I don't know why the clock is stopped.
Stopping?
Yeah, the clock should be moving. I don't understand why they're stopping the clock when there's a penalty. There's no stopping the clock.
So, Jeff, we've got guys here now, 48-7, that moving on to the next thing.
Yep.
But there's a lot to be looking forward to the next year. You've got a quarterback, who's coming in, who's going to, have another year of experience. And to say that, Sullivan's going to be flushed out of the pocket. And he's running. He's going to be sacked back at the 30-yard line for a loss of about 6.
And oh, man, the way he fell down, I thought he wasn't getting back up, Brian, but he was just laying there.
He got back up. He got
did
some help.
Get back up, yes.
Great sportsmanship over on the other side. And this all happened right in front of the Grizzly bench as we're at 5:42 and counting. Other scores to pass along. I said Dayton up 28-14 right now, and West Salem losing 42-7, and North Salem 27-0. It is a final. Silverton 44-7 over Hood River Valley, and Cascade on top of Tillamook 32-8. We come back to action here as we're at 5:11 to go. And here's the throw on the far side. An incomplete pass intended for Strong, and it goes over his head. He was well covered as well, and that will be a turnover on downs to Mountainside with under 4:52 and counting to go here in the ball game.
Well, both teams just deciding to kind of give each other the ball deep in the end zone as they get the play start. Not the end zone, in the end of the field of McMinnville.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
We've got all our live reads done, right?
We do have them
all right.
done.
Perfect. We are here on AM 1260 KLYC and YamhillToday.com on the OSAA On Point Community Credit Union Football State Championships, and this is the first round game. And here is a little pitch here to the running back. He's going to get spun around. He's been spun a couple times here tonight as he gets to the 29-yard line. And with another run was Manny Holt, who's had himself a pretty good game here tonight. Keller with the takedown for McMinnville as the rain continues to come down.
Yeah, that does not look like fun, thinking about where our car is parked versus where we have to walk to after the game.
That's not too bad. I can bring it up closer.
No,
it's not too bad, though. There are people who are in a lot worse position
like the
way
people
out there.
sitting out.
Yeah, and they've been here. A good crowd for McMinnville showing up.
And here on the near side, too.
Yes.
So that's good to see. Come out and support the kids.
As there's another handoff is Zach Walker with the carry. He goes forward. Yeah, there's a good crowd for McMinnville, good crowd here from Mountainside as well, so it's nice to see. And Mountainside will be moving on in the bracket here, the Columbia Cup, as they will be taking on the winner of Sandy and Sunset a week from tonight.
Looking for Zach's number.
32, 30, 33, I mean.
33. There you go.
There you go. Look at that.
Give him credit.
Look at that. Give him
a yard, I think.
Yeah, at least a good solid yard. Rain continues to fall. 3:16. We've got a timeout here, and Jeff, a fun year this year though. We had a lot of good times. Grizzlies going to go down to 4-6 on the year.
Started off the year hot.
Yeah, 3 in a row,
and then lost 5 in a row. That was tough.
Yes, it
that was tough.
But then they won last week to get into the playoffs.
Yep, they did, and that's an accomplishment, Brian. And now got some things to look forward to next year. You're going to lose some good players off this team, but you bring your quarterback back, and that's a big, big factor. 2 years of experience behind him, underneath of him now, last year and now this year. So he grew this year for sure, and so look for more growth next year as he comes out as a senior.
And here we go. Here's a pass down inside the 5-yard line, and it's going to be a first down or more. And this Mountainside team, they're not done, Jeff.
No, they are not.
They are trying to do some more there and trying to see.
That was number 40 on the catch.
Okay. As they're bringing in another quarterback now. And I believe the guy, that was thrown by Mitchell, Cade Mitchell. And I thought they'd bring somebody else in. But no, Mitchell goes back out there, quarterback, with 2:32 and counting. Kinelo told him the play, and he runs out there as the ball is first and goal from the 4. Let's see what they decide to do. Mitchell shotgun formation as they drop it off, and they're going to hand it off to the first back. Is going to go forward and try to push his way in, and pushing is Tyler Hetrick. And Hetrick, the senior, gets a score, and that's what they wanted to do. This crowd is going wild. The coaches are going wild. The team is going wild as well. Hetrick, the senior, this is what they were trying to do. When they got close, they thought, let's do it. And Hetrick gets into the end zone to make it 54-7.
Well, it's just a simple handoff, nothing simple. So, it's basically you stop me or, we're just going to run a simple play and run it in. And that's what happened there as, nice drive to end this game for Mountainside.
Here's the extra point by Ryusaki, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And that could be close to ending. It would make it 55-7 with, they stopped the clock. 1:20 to go here in the ball game. And so we can say there's one more chance for Dilly Bars
there is
tonight and this season.
That is true. I like the positivity there.
This is what we've all been waiting for. It would be great if it happened. It is raining so hard. The head official is down there at the 2-yard line on the right side, taking his hat and just trying to get some of the moisture out. It is a wet one. He puts it back on his head, but
kudos to the officials for being out there. We've heard the last several years that there's shortages, and these guys are coming out here. I mean, look at the rain that they're having to be out in.
This is crazy.
It is crazy. So thank you, officials, not only this game but all the other games. And they need officials for all sports. So if you have that inclination to want to go do that, you can certainly go to the OSA website to get more information.
That is correct. Here's Ryusaki for the kick. It is going to be taken at about the 13-yard line, hits off the chest and picked up at the 15. And ball goes on the turf once again, and looks like the Grizzlies may end up with it. I thought the Mavericks were going to, and then all of a sudden it popped out again. And let's see what they do is they it's going to be Mavericks. As I say that, Mavericks end up scoring once again as we're under a minute to play in this ball game now as the clock continues to run. And maybe just make one play and call it good here. When it rains, it pours. It's doing that as well.
Yeah.
Outside.
Okay. Let's just get through this 39 seconds.
Well, I think they're going to have to snap it as they come up to the line of scrimmage, and they'll get into the victory formation, I hope. And here we go. We're under 26 seconds to go. Mitchell shotgun formation. And he's just going to take it. He's going to stand up, and then he's going to take a kneel down at the 19-yard line, and that will end the ball game. Final score, 55-7 in favor of Mountainside. They end up winning, and they go on to the next round of the OSAA On Point Credit Union, Community Credit Union Football State Championships. Final score, 55-7. And Jeff, if you're ready, we can do it.
Yeah.
Or you give me a sec. Or I need to give you a second.
I'm ready. Yep.
All righty. And just how apropos as we see it just pouring down. And Jeff, give us a few stats before we say goodbye.
Well, the final score, 55-7. Total yards for Mountainside, of course, these are unofficial, but 370 to 151 for McMinnville. McMinnville ran 44 plays. Mountainside only ran 32 offensive plays tonight, trying to put up 55 points. 157 yards through the air, 213 on the ground from Mountainside. 75 through the air and 76 on the ground for McMinnville. Penalties, 10 for McMinnville for 80 yards, 13 for Mountainside. That's a little bit of an area of concern for them going forward, but they were able to get through it tonight, 130 yards. One turnover, that coming at the end of the game there for McMinnville. They did fumble it 3 times, but only lost one of them. Time of possession is really telling. It's going to end up being 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes for McMinnville, 21 minutes for Mountainside. Individually, statistics tonight, not too bad when you're third or fourth string running back and come in and get over 110 yards rushing on 5 carries, which is what Jaden Meshkoff did tonight, 1 touchdown. Jordan Hitz had 2 touchdowns on 5 attempts and 55 yards. Sam Vahadal had 43 yards on 3 carries and a touchdown, and Taylor Hetrick there at the end had a touchdown on 1-yard plunge. Case Catlow had 2 receptions for 16, and Maiden Tanavasa had a touchdown on 2 receptions, 44 yards. He also did have that one big 85-yard touchdown return for on the kickoff. Kane Sullivan tonight is not going to be real happy with the way his last game of his junior year went. He was 5 of 13, that's 39% for 70 yards. Just really struggled, especially in that second half. He went 1 of 5 for 36 yards. Carried the ball 13 times tonight for 35 yards, and the only score for McMinnville. Nick Gibson, 11 carries for 24 yards. And Coda Spencer, good to see him back in there, 3 for 26. Didn't touch the ball in the second half. Leading receiver tonight was Caleb Long with 1 reception for 35. Gabe Blanco had 2 for 22 for McMinnville. So just a really good defense and good offense by Mountainside. And McMinnville just kind of ran into a buzzsaw tonight, Brian.
Right.
Then they, by the second quarter, it was pretty obvious that they were overmatched in many positions tonight. And congratulations to Mountainside Mavericks as they now head to the second round of the Columbia Cup in the OSAA state playoffs.
Yes, they do, as they move on, and they'll be taking on the winner of Sandy and Sunset. We're going to give you some scores right now and get you updated because we've got a bunch of them. I've already gone final. Sandy and Sunset are still in the fourth quarter, but Sunset is in the lead, 41-27. Jesuit 34. Lake Oswego 21. That's also in the fourth. Tualatin 42. Roosevelt 3. Sheldon and Lake Ridge still only a halftime score, 7-6. Love to get an update on that. Glencoe losing to Barwell 36-7. South Medford 34. Jefferson 0. West Lynn 42. West Salem 7. And you've got Central Catholic 56 and North Medford 0. Oregon City losing to Sherwood 41-8. Sherwood, they are tough this year.
Yes, they are. We've seen them, and boy, that was a tough game, wasn't it?
It was. And speaking of tough games, my Saxons lose 17-0.
Wow. I just wonder if there was an injury.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
I hope not, but
Nelson 48 and Wells 8. And those are our scores from around the 6A state playoffs. Other scores to pass along to you. Jervis 24-14 is what I have. I don't know. You may have an update. It's still in the fourth quarter. Thurston 37, Dallas 16. And that's all I got. North Salem winning 27-0. And Hillsborough 28, McKay 8. And that's all I've got, Jeff, for tonight.
Sweet.
Anything you got?
It was a fun year.
Hey, it was a fun year. We got to do it more often. In fact, we'll do it again hopefully next year.
I think so.
With lots more happening. So I want to thank all our sponsors and everybody helping out this year. Dick, thank you so much for everything you've done. Jackie, thank you for helping out throughout the season. Maya, of course, and everybody else as well. Final score here, 55-7. Final score and winning the game here tonight is Mountainside over McMinnville. Thank you so much for a great season. We will catch you very soon. Exciting things happening here on YamHillToday.com. Don't go away as we will be back, just not very soon. Have a great night, and good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening to this OSAA On Point Community Credit Union State Championship event. Serving more than 522,000 members, On Point Community Credit Union is the largest locally headquartered credit union and is the proud title sponsor of OSAA State Championships. Your local Toyota dealers are proud to support the OSAA. Toyota, let's go places.
It's time for high school football here on YamhillToday.com.
Sullivan's going to hand off to Rapp. Right up the middle. Breaks one tackle, two tackles. Then he go into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Dropping back at Sullivan. He double pumps. He goes to the far side. Has a man wide open. And it's caught. And it's going to be touchdown, Grizzlies.
This season's broadcast is brought to you by Willamette Valley Medical Center, Andrew Physical Therapy, Bethany Abe Lynn at Edward Jones,
Big Box returns.
Les Schwab Tires of McMinnville, Macy & Sons Funeral Directors, and Willamette Valley Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
They're going to throw it. Sullivan throws across the middle. It is caught and walking into the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies is Gabe Blanco.
Now let's head over to the press box. Here's Jeff Ivey and Brian Erickson.